You know, you got a troll come in here, think I'm worrying about what they saying. They already been removed ASAP. That means I'm on to something y'all must listen to. Nubreed's in trouble, not only because of the lies and slander and him being a warlock. He has done the unthinkable with these people, and they're about to get ready to remove him off the premises of where he stay at real soon. Oh yeah, that's why he can't go nowhere, because the community have put out an APB on him. They sure have. They've done their homework on this individual, and he can't really go across certain state lines. Let me tell you what's going on, y'all. You see, when you travel and you be around certain people and you ask them these questions and you answer those questions and they answer it to you to give you what you already know, that's confirmation from the Most High. Let this be a lesson for you so-called black people that hate me, that can't stand me. Well, you better be ready for what I'm about to tell you, because it's not only for you, yet it is mainly you, because you got to understand, you Edomites, you have been manipulating all the nations and Israelites that comes from the seed of Jacob too, I may add. And now that people are starting to see who the real devil is, who's the main devil, the so-called black people. Now people are starting to differentiate of who is the seed of Jacob, who's the seed of Esau. And so what's happening is that now that social media is starting to see the real wheat from the tares, now people are questioning of the manipulation and the deceptiveness that they've been told in their own country, let alone here in America. See, when the Bible talks about Jacob's trouble, let's talk about the main Jacob's trouble. Is that Edomite, the black devil, and his constituents and her constituents. Because see, what we're going to start noticing is that they have a family too. And they will make their family come into your family. And that's why it's a distinct between family members and interconnect. We was not supposed to interconnect with Edom as well as the fallen ones. And that's where the 2/3 come in. You get what I'm saying? So this situation's about to get really interesting, because see, the Most High is using Trump to not only remove the imbeciles, the wrongful type of people that is in America. Didn't I tell you, even if you come from America, you will be checked? Well, you had a situation of a family that came from Canada, came back to the States, and they was locked up for a few days. So you can't go by this, it's only so-called black people. It's other ethnicities going through this too, because there's somebody in their family that's not on point. See, they're not going to tell you the whole thing. This is why I tell y'all, make sure your name, your currency is on point. Your name is your currency, y'all. You're not getting it. That's the true currency. It's your name. Where your name goes to. See, you don't understand this because you are low vibrational thinkers. You won't support this type of content, because I'm telling you content. And if you get involved with the Nubreeds, the Red Supremes, the Bubba Rashans, and the list goes on, you're going to be in trouble because their names don't come from Yah's people. It comes from the seed of Satan. And so at the end of the day, do background checks on your currency of your name, because it goes either to Satan or it goes to the Heavenly Father. And many of us have members of family, friends, acquaintances that may be connected to the seed of Edom. And they are there to monitor you and to monitor the nations. Edomites taught the nations to sign an agreement to go against the seed of Jacob. And now that they see who is who and what is what, that's when the distress is coming in. Now they have to deal with the repercussions of making the deal with the devil too. Nobody's exempt for this. And so you have to learn from your mistake and grow from it. Because now they're in trouble. They try to call you, because this individual called my phone twice. This individual called Brainwave's phone twice. Maybe more than twice because of those unknown calls. You see. So this is the time for him to be ready to be apprehended. How do I know he's going to be apprehended? We're going to watch a video of what he's doing, the projecting again. He's doing the projecting. I know he's projecting. I didn't watch the video. And I want to teach you men and women how you move correctly. If you move incorrectly, you could basically go anywhere and nobody's going to even think about you doing anything wrong. What's happening is these people are not telling you that they moving wrong. And see, well, the technology might get it. No, the technology doesn't get it wrong, because the Most High made the technology. This is the Most High's doing. If you got an issue with technology or what's going on with the numbers, pick it up with the Most High. You trolls coming here, you think I'm worrying about views? I'm going places y'all can't even go to. He needs this. He needs this because he has nowhere to go. He cannot find a work no more. This is the only outlet he has. So for him to talk about doom and gloom is so stupid on his end. Yet what you expect from an infosor, an immator, a demotor type of person that you'll watch, because he's sending y'all to hell too. He's going straight to the lake of fire, whatever lake of fire the Most High want him to go to. So if you want to get my attention, y'all know how to get my attention. Y'all know how to get my attention. I'm just going to say shout out to the mods, shout out to the members, shout out to those who's viewing. You know how to get my attention because I'm focusing on the content. If you want to get my attention, you know what you have to do. And that's the only way, because I'm really focusing on this content. I shout y'all out, and I'm going to leave it at that. Let me get to the content right now. Let's get to this demon. And demons like him. Oh, deities and entities, okay? People worrying about how many views I get. I don't make that much off this entity. I'm exposing the truth. You think I make a lot of money talking about this clown? No. There's other ways I can make more money than talking about these issues that's going on that we have to watch out for. You bugging. You bugging. He has to talk about demonic stuff and lies to get views. He can't talk about truth. He's called Nubreed lies. Shout out to the ladies that said that over by Ringo's platform. It's called Nubreed lies. That's facts. They're not lying about that. Ain't no truth about his channel. You think I'm worrying about, you think I get a lot of money talking about this dude? No, I get support. I know I could get more support if I talk about other stuff. I ain't talking about what's going on with these entities. You crazy. However, the Most High put it in me to speak this truth because it's about him bringing awareness so your hands will be clean when it comes to judgment. That's why I have to deal with if I'm not on point and I'm not on telling it like it is. You think I get a lot of support? You think people hit the Cash App and Super Chat like that when I talk about this demon? They do. A few far between. When I get into other stuff, I get more views than he will get. Because see, what I learned is that these demons have to do what they do to get the views they get. They can't tell truth. There's no truth in them. So that's why he gets the views, because he knows a lot of people love to hear lies. You don't think that these content creators love to hear lies? We ain't gonna be showing y'all receipts. He should get millions of views. Why he's not getting millions of views? Because he's exposing the truth. He should get millions of views. You think this world in particular love truth? Yeah, right. Miss me with that. People love lies. Because if people love truth, they will change their ways for the better. So that's why I don't expect to get a lot of views. Yeah, if I do skits, which I will be doing some shows, well, that's going to get a lot of views because there's going to be a lot of truth and there's going to be more people involved. And that's one of the ways to get the channel going. My channel ain't going talking about this individual. However, my relationship with the Most High is more important. I don't want him looking at me saying, you didn't say this because you ain't get no support. That means you don't trust in me. I trust in the Lord. I trust in the Lord to get my support. Let's just say I don't get no Cash Apps and Super Chats, whatever the case may be. For whatever reason, people don't want to support the stream, right? I'm still going to speak the truth. Why? Because the Most High will give it to me another way. Now, sure, I don't work for free. So let's make that clear. They don't work for free, and I don't work for free. At the same time, I already know what time it is. I already know what I'm dealing with. And that's about that. Let's get to the video right now. Let's get to the content. I'm going to show you. Based on the title, I know he's in trouble. Based on the title, I know he's in trouble. He says the narcissist will always play victim. Stop giving them sympathy. He's in trouble. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. All right.
Everybody, it's your brother Nubreed coming through with another timely message. Listen, you have got to stop giving narcissistic people your sympathy. What's good, everybody? It's your brother Nubreed coming through with another timely message. What's good, everybody? It's your brother Nubreed coming through with another timely message. Listen, you have got to stop giving narcissistic people your sympathy. Yes. See, ladies and gentlemen, you have people out there who are always going to play the victim.
He's talking about himself. He's playing the victim. He's playing the victim. His time is short. They're going to apprehend him. They're going to apprehend him and arrest his behind. They're going to apprehend him and arrest his behind real soon. He's going to be arrested, y'all. His time of staying in that place is up. The people in that community want him out. They done did their homework on who he is. And they see he still have that same past. and they do not want problems in their community. There's something going on. That's why the sheriffs came to his place. Not only because this lady is a migrant, you know what I'm saying? Not only because of that. Not only because of that. All right? Let's continue.
We're talking about the manipulators. And more often than not, they feed off of people who are compassionate and empathetic. But brothers and sisters, they are deceivers. I'm talking about those people that are always in a victimized mentality. They're always...
He's talking about himself being in a victimized mentality. So shout out to Federal Studio for gifting 5 people. Appreciate that, Federal Studio. He gifted Dave a sow a seed. Sharita, okay. Sick'em Dogs. And he also gifted Icy Kitty. Okay. So shout out to Federal Studio. Make sure y'all let him know that you appreciate him gifting you of becoming a member. And thank you for doing that, Federal Studio. As always, you support the platform. So this entity, we're going to rewind back. You're going to listen to it again. It's in a lot of trouble. Because, see, he called Brainwaves last week about 5 to 7 times. 5 to 7 times. He's in trouble. Listen, they are coming to arrest this dude because he done wrong to a lot of men and a lot of women. And he's going around these internet streets with these other entities and deities thinking that's going to buy him time for what he's about to be exposed for. What he's about to be exposed for. He's in trouble, y'all. I'm telling you, everything I tell y'all, you're going to see it happen in real time. Everything I say comes to fruition. He's going to get arrested, y'all. Listen, they are checking everybody's name. And he has not paid taxes too. That's another thing. He has not paid taxes. So whose name is under that account of YouTube? Whose name is under? Whose SSI he's using? You got to think about these things. He has no check mark. He has no YouTube plaque. Diddy Dower also don't have no YouTube plaque. So who Diddy Dower, what name is Diddy Dower using on YouTube too? He's not using his name. Ooh, man, I'm telling y'all, man. A lot of these content creators is using other people's names because what if YouTube have it to whereas they do background, they have to do background check, obviously. And they see that you have a trouble. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, I'm telling you, think about what I'm saying. He has a check mark, yet he don't have the plaque, the YouTube plaque, because it's not in his name. It's in somebody else's name. What if it's in Eurythosar's name? What if the channel of Nubreed and Eurythosar knew Nubreed for a long time, and we find out when he's being investigated that Eurythosar is in charge of the platform the whole entire time? Just think about it. Nubreed gave Eurythosar his so-called backup channel he don't even use. So what if it's in the contract with that UP No Farms that whatever Nubreed makes off the internet, he has to give them a percentage? I'm telling you, man, some of these content creators, remember, it was a few years ago that certain content creators will give to other YouTubers and they will sell their channel. What if this dude sold his channel? Think about this. He's so much in trouble, maybe he sold his channel a few years ago because it wasn't doing so well. And whoever took over the channel, because you can't do that, believe it or not. You can give your channel to someone else and switch the names and let them be responsible for the taxes, and they get a certain percentage, because you know the taxes is not a joke when it comes to YouTube either. And he like, man, I can't have this in my name. So he probably using somebody else's name and they paying the taxes. So he has to get that money and give it right back to them. This dude is a walking time. He owes a lot of people. So not only he's sinning and moving incorrectly, he owes a lot of people. This is a person that, yo, let me tell you how this works. When an individual lie on the Ringo or Brainwaves or myself or many of you in the chat or some of you ladies he interacted with, this guy will do anything to get that dollar because he owes. A lot of these content creators owe. And what we're going to find out as the year progresses in this country and throughout the world, regardless of the culture, of the skin tone, a lot of people owe. And I told you this 2 years ago, that a lot of these people going to be in debt to China and other parts of the world. They're going to have to go as an American citizen, quote unquote American citizen, and work in these other countries to pay off their debt. If y'all been watching my platform, I said that a long time ago. Lord is my witness. And you're going to see it happen. And this is why Big J Triple X is mad, because his behind better get ready to be packed up out of Texas. And they're going to have him working in other countries. This is going to happen. You're going to see certain content creators going live in other countries, working twice as hard to get the loaf of bread. Why? Because they've been sinning majority of their life and they have to work their sins out through hard labor. Just like the seed of Jacob had to work hard labor through their sin. If you hear any other content creator say what I say, you got it from here. See, the more you sin, the more hard labor you have to put in, y'all. And that's a fact. I'm not here to play. The more you sin, the more you lie, and the more you deceit, you have to put in hard labor for your sin, and then you still going to planet hell. You're still going to planet hell because you have not repent of your sin correctly. And this is what's happening with this individual. They all in trouble. So when you see them trying to save face on the internet, that's because they're in trouble. And shout out to Forever Studio for supporting the Cash App. If you want to get my attention, you know how to get my attention. I see what y'all saying in the chat. It's all well and good. I'm concentrating on the message because this is serious. This is serious what I'm telling you about. I have to say the truth because the Most High will deal with me if I don't tell the truth. I know the truth don't get me that much support. I know the truth doesn't get me that much views and likes because you might be going through a sin right now. And you know that sin is keeping you from where you're supposed to go. And you don't want to own up to this sin. Well, guess what? You're going to have to do hard labor in another country, or you're going to be kicked out the South and go to the North, where the northern states, for the most part, is bankrupt because it's in sin. When you in sin, the money in sin, the people in sin, there's no growth. It is what it is. I know my economics and I know how things move. So obviously, why is Florida number one? Why is Texas number two? Because it has its sin, yet it's not a high sin. Because when sin happens in Florida and Texas, it goes through tornadoes or floods. That's because the people in that particular town ain't moving right, or the Most High sending us a message. There's some things need to be cleaned up around here. It is what it is. Let's go.
He's playing the victim. They're all. What's good, everybody? It's your brother Nubreed coming through with another timely message. Listen, you have got to stop giving narcissistic people your sympathy. Yes. See, ladies and gentlemen, you have people out there who are always going to play the victim. We're talking about the manipulators. And more often than not, they feed off of people who are compassionate and empathetic.
You see, his time is up. His time is up. His time is up, y'all. His time is up. There's no getting out of it. He is in trouble. He wants sympathy. He wants sympathy because he knows they're coming to see him. The authorities is coming to get his behind. Because whatever he tried to do behind the scenes, and they looked at it and see he's the issue, they're coming for him. They know his lady's a migrant. They're not going to just move in and take her and the child away just like that. They don't do that. They want his behind. They watching him. And then when she sees it, she's going to be like, dag, I got myself involved with this person. Yeah, you got yourself involved with this person. You have to see it.
But brothers and sisters, they are deceivers. I'm talking about those people that are always in a victimized mentality. They're always playing the victim. They're always blaming others. They're always moving the goalposts. And they're always deflecting.
He's talking about himself. He's trying to get his audience sympathy. He's asking his audience to sympathize with him because he's been exposed by Ringo. Of going on Red Supreme, who's another entity, a deity, a Liberasi Edomite. He went on that platform and he allowed this man to lie on Ringo in real time. Allowed it. Didn't check him. He has no more credibility. He's done. And now they're going to know who he is and what has he done and what he's getting involved. Man, y'all better be mindful of dealing with these messy men on YouTube. Better be mindful, man. Let's go.
They never repent. They never take accountability for anything. And see, a lot of these people get over on you, brothers and sisters, because you have kind hearts.
You don't have no kind heart. You have no kind heart. You on here trying to sympathize because the door is knocking on you. It's getting closer and closer. You're going to learn how to do hardcore labor. That's going to be your future. You sitting on the internet lying on people, slandering people, going on other various content creators' comment section, and they agreeing with it, shows you who they are. Oh my goodness. It's a wrap for many of y'all. Speaking vigorous, yet your receipts is not looking clean. The way you getting money is not getting clean. It's a wrap. That's why the Most High said don't support the wicked. Because the sins will be in your household. Let's go.
No longer can you give those people sympathy. Now, you got to know the difference between a person who is truly repentant.
This is what Ivy League universities you can get into with a 3.6.
A person who is a manipulating scoundrel that is trying to get sympathy from you. You know, you got to learn how to deviate from those type of people because those are energy vampires.
All him and his constituents are energy vampires. There's no legitimate people that be watching this platform. Let's go.
And those type of people are very detrimental to everyone's existence because those people are extremely emotionally codependent on other people and they are selfish, entitled people. And brothers and sisters, you don't want those people around you. How many of you are?
You see what he's doing? Listen again. He's trying to play the sympathy card. It's not going to work though. It's not going to work. Let's go.
Those people are extremely emotionally codependent on other people and they are selfish, entitled people. And brothers and sisters, you don't want those people around you. How many of you?
This person act like he's helping people out in time of need. He's not even in position to talk about helping people in time of need because he's about to get locked up for the crimes he's doing behind the scenes that they know about. Let's go.
You all out there have had open arms for people. Your bowels of compassion were there for certain individuals. And for whatever reason, you realize that they always are in some type of mishap. They always in some type of altercation.
That's a sneak diss. Listen, I don't have no mishaps going on in my life. Dude, if you think I have mishaps going on in my life and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, you better think again. Because I'm about to get ready to go, to Atlanta. I'm about to get ready to do some other things that I'm not going to talk about on the internet. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? So you're the one who is trying to call Brainwave so many times because you know I'm coming to Atlanta. And you called me first. So what that says is that you like, Dad, he ain't pick up my phone call. Brainwaves ain't definitely not picking up the phone call. And so now you're like, oh man, I'm in trouble. Yeah, you're in trouble because you moved wrong. And then you went on another man's platform and lied on Ringo. On top of that, it's no getting. Listen, the Most High is about to judge you. And I'm telling you what your judgment is. You're about to get locked up. You're going to do hardcore labor, Nubreed. You see, by you signing that name initiative over to Mike, you sign your life away to hell anyway to begin with. You've been compromised a long time ago. It's just that now you're going to get ready to do your hardcore labor. You're going to learn what it's like to really work for a change. You've been sitting behind women all your life. Just like Red Supreme, sitting behind women all his life. Y'all don't know anything about real labor. Y'all don't have the gift. Well, the Most High is going to put it in y'all to do labor. You're going to be working in other countries. A lot of you get ready. All you folks that have a background that's still going on continuously, and anybody involved, get ready. No matter what your age is. Because now the curses is on Edom. The curses have been lifted off Jacob as long as Jacob is moving correctly. Let's continue.
Always going through it. They're always at odds with somebody. And for whatever reason, they're always blaming everybody else. And then a light bulb goes off in your head. And you get this epiphany. And you're like, hold on now. All those people aren't the problem. You're the problem.
Yeah, you're the problem. You're the problem. Let me read this comment. Somebody wrote to me. I mean, the nerve of these people. Let me do this real quick. I want to show y'all, man, these entities, they moving crazy today. Hold on a second. Let me get another thing set up. I want y'all to see this. So y'all don't see I'm tripping. Because these people got the nerve to tell me this. They won't go and tell somebody else this. Let me show you this comment. Because this is what they do. You can't stir me away from what I'm about to talk about. And like, again, shout out to everybody that's viewing. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the members. Shout out to those who are members for a month. You know, if you want to become a lifetime member, you scroll through my videos. I'm just going to give you this warning. If you have been gifted a member and I can't find out if you're using my content, behind the scenes footage, if you use my content, behind the scenes footage, you're going to get a call Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not playing. My videos behind the scenes is private for a reason. I show my private life behind the scenes for the most part, which I don't show public. So if you go around and use that content and give it to other people, and I find out, you're going to get that call, and it's not going to be nice. I'm not somebody to play with. So respect when you become a member. All right? That's all I got to say. I don't play those games. The member videos, because Forever Studio and them can tell you, they're very private. Things that people don't see, you get to see. Okay? You don't want me in your private life, so don't try to come in use out my members' videos and put it out in the public. Because those videos is mostly while I'm going places and doing different things. All right? That's why people pay the price they pay. They know what I'm talking about. I got to upload another one when I'm done with this clown. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Yeah, if you want to get my attention, support the platform. That's how you're going to stop me from talking. Because I want to get this going. Let's go.
And once you realize that, you start to distance yourself and you pretty much cut that person off. And that's a good move, because I could tell you this now. There's some people that are never going to learn their lesson.
You are not going to learn your lesson. You're not going to learn your lesson because you had a time of repentance. I stood quiet. Ringo stood quiet. Brainwave stood quiet for a certain time. And when you decided to not take the initiative, when Brainwaves was told by the Most High to do it, and you didn't want to come on the platform, and you went off the rails again on your backup channel, and then on your main channel, and then you did the ultimate sin, went on Red Supreme's platform, and Red Supreme didn't check it. That shows you how evil he is. Now, you doing this content after being exposed, playing this victim sympathy mode? No, you're going to get arrested, Nubreed. Now, I want you to make content. I want you to say you're not going to get arrested, that the authorities is not checking for you. Why you took those 2 videos down? The one when the sheriff came to your house. The one when you was drinking like a sailor, drinking some demon tea or demon liquor. And then we expose you, me, then Ringo, then Brainwaves, expose you with the bottle being empty. You already finished the bottle and you still act like you're drinking something. That's because you know you can't leave. You've been moving dirty. Because see, people that be moving dirty, expect the authorities to come. What do you think? They're not going to come? You're moving dirty. The Most High is going to use the authority to check up on you to see what type of evil person you are. If you're not moving dirty, then why the cops came by your house, especially the sheriff? That's not good. That's not good at all. You're in trouble. You're moving dirty. Let's go.
Until you stop allowing them to cry wolf, until you stop allowing them to, deceive and manipulate. They'll never come to grips with their own mistakes because they're used to being able to run to people to make them feel validated in whatever actions that they do.
Oh my goodness. I know you ain't talking about me and Ringo and Brainwaves. You need to talk about yourself. Let me show y'all this real quick. I want to show y'all this comment. Before we get back to him. In this comment, it says, stay humble, Rollo. Don't let things get to you. I know it's warfare, but Energy Wolf, you got to know how to navigate in this thing. I know you do the Bible a day. Keep the forces away. Amen. Amen. We're going to check out this demon. This is a demon. This is a demon. This is those Hebrew Israelite occults, racists. This person has put up another channel, joined March 4th, 2025. You can't make this up, y'all. These demons. You see what I'm dealing with? You see what I'm dealing with, y'all? Trying to tell me what to do. You can't make this up, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Do I look like I'm letting things get to me? No, you letting things get to you because it's hitting you. Demon, it's hitting you. Let's get back to this other demon. Just want to expose that demon real quick. All right, let's go.
And this is a real sickness in society, man. There's a lot of people who have this issue. Now, as people of the Most High, you got to cut those people off like a malignant root. You got to really separate yourself from those individuals because they're self-destructive. And they will bring down anyone around them, all to save face.
No, you did that. Give me 1 second. You did that. You went to another content creator's channel to lie on Ringo. And then you try to call brainwaves this whole past week. Because we're in a new week, of course. You did that. And you have an audience that's trying to placate that this didn't happen because they're on demon time. You think the Most High is going to have a new heaven and a new earth with these people? No. No. It's only going to be a few far between us. Now, it makes sense why Christ talked about many mansions and that a lot of it is going to be empty. Do you know that the way it looks like of that scripture is many of us is going to have many mansions, many vehicles. We're going to be flying like the movie Hancock. You know what I'm saying? Certain of us is going to be able to do that. Depending on your walk with Christ and your walk with God, we're going to be flying from place to place. And we're not going to see a lot of our people there in this new earth, this new heaven. So when it talks about the old heaven and the old earth, that's talking about the Edomite kingdom, Lucifer's kingdom, because his kingdom is going to be far away from us. They're going to be at each other's throats for the rest of their days, the rest of their lives. We're going to be separated from them. So the old heaven and the old earth is what we in right now. Because, see, it was always two earths. See, that's something y'all didn't know about. The Garden of Eden is not far away. It's right over. That's why you think they've been trying to go to the, when you can't go past the pinnacle, right? When these people go into space, they go into space, yet they can't go in the upper space. That's the other earth. There's a wedge between the two earths. I'm just saying, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna go into that because that's not what that's not what the content is about. That's just something for y'all to think about and do your research on when you get time. Let's continue to deal with this demon.
To make sure that they don't go down alone. And these type of people, you know, they cannot practice self-autonomy. These type of people are always going to shift the blame to someone else, and they're always going to move the goalposts to whatever issue is going on in life. They're just gonna constantly move the goalposts. How many of you people have dealt with people like that? People you can't.
No, we're calling out you a fraud. You the fraud. Dude, you the fraud. At the end of the day, you the fraud. And you're trying to align yourself with other people because nobody's really doing business with you. That's why you can't talk about UP no farms no more. Let's go.
Can't get a straight answer from.
Accelerated degrees in cybersecurity.
People who, do you wrong, they cross you, and instead of apologizing, seeking repentance, being genuine about, what they done, instead, they start blaming you for what they done to you. Now that's narcissistic.
How is it that you at fault for what's going on and you try to blame us? No, you narcissistic. You narcissistic. Let me rewind again.
Repentance, being genuine about, what they done. Instead, they start blaming you for what they done to you. Now that's not.
You blaming us for what you did? You orchestrated this whole thing. Now you want to say it's our fault? No, 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 no. No demon, no entity. It's your fault. Let's go.
Narcissistic. Imagine somebody blaming you for what they done to you. And see, there's a lot of people out there that are like that, whether it's a family member, a friend, a colleague, an associate, intimate relationship, don't matter what it is.
Yeah, you are going to be arrested. I'm going to open up the line to Brainwaves. I see he's in the building. Like I said, y'all, I appreciate all the people tuning in to Forever Studio. If y'all want to get my attention, just support the stream, y'all, because you got to understand that I'm serious about this. And I just don't want to be shouting out everybody. There's no disrespect. Is that now, from here on out, for the most part, you're only going to hear me stop when I see support come in. You got to understand that this is serious work. You know what I'm saying? This is serious work. This guy's is in a lot of trouble. He's about to get arrested. I'm telling you what I know and see. He's about to get arrested. And he's doing this because he tried to call Brainwaves this past week. And he called me in February. He called Brainwaves this past week. So what y'all got to realize is that I'm going to Georgia. Listen to what I'm about to tell y'all, because Brainwaves here is a confirmation. Let me tell you something. When I go to Georgia, he's worried. He's worried. That's why he called Brainwaves. Because what else he's going to call him for? It's because I'm coming. He can't come to Florida. Listen, when Brainwaves pointed out that situation of the individual coming to Florida and he got stopped because of whoever he was with was speeding and he didn't have his proper documents. What y'all don't realize is that Nubreed wanted me to pick him up in Georgia to bring him to Florida. That's something y'all didn't know. How do I know? When we had the conversation, he kept asking me about a car. He wanted me to get the vehicle. So I truly believe that Nubreed tried to go to Florida recently and he got denied because of his investigation with his baby moms. See, Georgia is more lenient. I'm being real. I'm being real. Georgia and Texas, North Carolina and Tennessee is a little bit more lenient than Florida is. Can we keep it real? When it comes to certain crimes and certain things that Texas, you may get away with it to an extent, or Georgia, or North Carolina, or South Carolina, or Tennessee, you can't get away with it in Florida. That's why a lot of people don't come to Florida. Look at many people that came to Florida for South Beach, and they're still behind bars. It's just not reported on the news. So what's happening is the governor of Florida has stated, and he's telling the truth, that other countries is trying to mimic Florida because we serious about this. Other states are a little bit more lenient, and that's not to say that they're not strict. Yo, when the FSU student did what he did, the DeSantis called him all types of names. So we can't. What he did about the dude in New York, he don't get a pass. At the same time, you have to understand that the governor of Florida don't want to have. He understands the catastrophes. If that makes sense, if people are committing crimes, committing sin, it could cause a devastation to the state of Florida, just like anywhere. And so a lot of governors are starting to realize this, and now they're going to have to put these criminals to do labor, because if not, the state will be judged. Everybody's being judged according to what they allow. And see, ever since this individual left a particular part of Georgia, have there been any problems there? No. Now that he moved to a particular part of South Georgia, there's been issues around the 7-mile radius in South Georgia. No cap. There's so many stories going on ever since he moved there. So they know he probably, it would not surprise me if he knew the suspect that unalived that young lady, that almost unalived the other gentleman that was messing with that 19-year-old. It would not surprise me if this individual right here, allegedly, knows these people at that Walmart, because that's the Walmart he goes to. That's the Walmart that's under investigation. He goes there. Let's go.
But brothers and sisters, you got to begin to really grow a callus over your heart when it comes to people like that, because those people will use you until there's nothing left of you to use, until you're no longer yourself. And that's what these type of energy vampires do. These people are sadistic. These people are really twisted individuals. And, one thing about God's people is we forgive.
No. You're not God's people for once. For once, you're not God's people for one. And for once, you're using God's name in vain. You had a chance to own up to your sin when Brainwaves initiated the conversation. I never talked to Brainwaves prior to that. I never talked to him. And the Most High convicted me to go on a panel and have the conversation with this man, even though he said what he said back then. Of course, we moved on for that. And I've been on record of saying to him and Ringo, don't take those videos down. I never watched the video. People let me know about it. Of course, that's the internet. They say, Rollo, did you see what they said about you? I said, no, I didn't watch it. The Most High said, don't watch it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they talked about it, of course, at that time. Yeah, I didn't watch it. The Most High convicted me to go on Brainwave's platform, and I was very respectful. And I had every right to go in on him. I didn't, because that's what men do. Because I knew what the Most High was doing. And see, that's not easy for people to do. Because when your name gets slandered, and you lose a lot of support and opportunities, you want to rage, you want to go after the person. I said, no, And I was on record. I said one of them did set the whole thing up. And we found out who set the whole thing up. It was Nubreed. And I took back what I said about Ringo. He took back what he said about me. Brainwaves did the same thing. He didn't do it. He's trying to get this sympathy thing going on, yet he was on Red Supreme and logged on Ringo. The man brought you into his house. And see, I'm the type of person, I don't allow certain people to know where I'm at and where I stay at. So for Ringo to did that, he gave you an opportunity to see if you are who you say you are. And you was not who you say you are the minute that you arrived in New York. You was not, he saw it already. He saw it already. Once you came to New York and you was moving funny and you brought your lady, that's when he knew something was up. That's when he knew. He got his answer. Because he didn't think we was going to ever talk again. Right? So, being that it's May, now we get what's really going on with this individual. He's going to get arrested, y'all, and he's going to do serious labor. There's no way we're going to see this guy on here too long. And we're going to find out more information as time goes on. Let's continue.
But a person has to come to you with genuine compassion, and they have to repent. And you know, what people say matters. This is why I tell you, brothers and sisters, all the time, do not let people in and out of your life who haven't repented.
He's using our talking point. He's using our talking point. You cannot let these people in if they have not repented. That's why I didn't pick up the phone call. Brainwaves didn't pick up the phone call. And I'm glad he didn't pick up the unknown phone calls too, because he exposed himself. See, this individual, what he wants to do is backsliding. Y'all know what the scriptures say about backsliding. He always wanted to be Ringo. He always wanted to be Ringo the whole entire time. And see, the Most High used me to go there. And I won't ever forget when we was in that vehicle leaving the bowling, I knew something wasn't up. I knew something was up because I was very quiet. It was so dark. Going from leaving in his vehicle, going back to the hotel. And he set up the whole thing. He paid the white boy whatever he paid him to come down there. The white boy and his friend were supposed to see me that night. And I was okay of seeing them late night because we was going to go out. You think I'm going to bring two guys to the hotel? No. We was going to go out somewhere and do content. He told them not to do it. He was aware of the situation. Because one of them, you know, the dude Samuel at the time, took orders from this individual. So, yo, this guy will use anybody, a dude or woman. And guess what? He had charity to try to find information about me. It didn't work. Because you think, just because I let that woman in my house, I'm going to let her find things in my place. I'm too smart for that. Important documents, that's none of her business. You know what I'm saying? You got to be very strategic as a man. And I will advise any guy, if you have a woman coming to your place, don't have certain things leaved out. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because you don't know her like that. You don't know her like that. She has to be very trustworthy to get to that point that she got your personal information, because she could use that against you. We've seen that many times in many scenarios, all right? Or you ladies with the dudes. Let's go.
Do not let people in and out of your life who have not even apologized for what they've done to you. You know, you got some people who believe they're entitled to be around you. And they'll just come back in your life and
What's going on here? Listen, dude. Listen. I don't know what you on right now. I don't know what you on. Don't listen. Yo, man. Yo. You see what I'm talking about? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Look, I'm not gonna listen. What do you want? What do you want now? You being disrespectful on Ringo's platform last night. You're not sorry. What you did? What you did? You're not sorry. What you did? What you did in Ringo's platform last night? What you did in Ringo's platform last night? You're not sorry. You're not sorry. Don't come in here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yo, man. What's going on? What happened last night? What I'm missing, y'all? Because I was out, doing what I normally do. Go out, connect, watching the game. Y'all see me. I was at a certain location and I just enjoyed myself watching the Knicks manhandle. I know Ringo was on yesterday cooking. I know he was cooking. I'm gonna watch the whole thing when I go to the site tomorrow, because that's 5 hours. So I want to watch the whole thing. I don't want to watch bits and pieces. I saw a few minutes here and there. I will be honest. Yeah, I want to watch the whole day when I go to the site tomorrow. So, what did you do? For those who watch, what happened with this individual in the chat? I'm not going to say his name. I'll find out when I let Brainwaves on. He'll tell me. Let's go.
And they expect you to allow them back in with open arms, and they haven't even addressed what it is they have done. You got to stay away from people like that, because it's about that time that God's chosen people start holding people accountable.
Oh, we holding you accountable. You had another opportunity. You came to my platform. You came to bring drama to my platform. I wasn't going to allow you on. And Ringo did the right thing by being silent, because you had a chance to say, you know what, Ringo, I was wrong. I lost my doggone mind. I was being evil. I was being vindictive. I know we ain't going to ever link up again or talk again. I know you moved on in terms of dealing with Brainwaves and Rollo. I get it. Y'all cool and everything. You handle it like men. I gotta, you had your chance. I wasn't going to let you on the platform. You had your chance. You failed. Yet you went to another individual that's a demon and lied on Ringo. There's no recovery from that. And I'm telling you that you're doing this because your time is up. You're on borrowed time right now. You're about to do some serious hard labor. A lot of these Edomite content creators is going to do some serious hard labor because they've been under women all their entirety. They have nothing in their name. Nothing in their name, because they're a demon. Demons don't have nothing in their name. Their children don't have nothing in their name. They always want to steal. Let's go.
Look, people who play victim will always be victims. They don't have no new tricks. If you pay attention to individuals, these narcissistic psychopaths, if you pay attention to them, they will always play victim. There's no new.
No. We're not playing victim. That's that sympathy woman card that you're using. And shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the ladies. There's ladies will tell you that there's other women that do the sympathy card with them, and they're not trying to hear that BS either. Shout out to the ladies who get it. Yeah, he's doing that. BF Karen. You know what I'm saying? He's doing that right now. Let's go.
Tricks, it's this person's fault, it's that person's fault. They never say, you know what, I was wrong. That's one thing you're never going to hear a narcissist say. I was wrong. You know what?
He's talking about himself. Listen.
You know what? I was wrong. That's one thing you're never going to hear a narcissist. It's that person's fault. They never say, you know what, I was wrong. That's one thing you're never going to hear a narcissist say. Person's fault. They never say, you know what, I was wrong. That's one thing you're never going to hear a narcissist say. I was wrong. You know what?
He's repeating because he's guilty. Yet he wants to put the blame on us. Let's go.
I could have done that better. You're not going to hear those things coming from a narcissist. Instead, they're going to sow discord. Instead, they are going to manipulate. They're going to deceive you. How many of you ladies have been deceived by these men out here?
Ladies, are you listening to this? How many of you ladies been deceived by this demon? Let's go. Listen.
They are going to manipulate. They're going to deceive you. How many of you ladies have been deceived by these men out here?
You're trying to see him sneak this again, Ringo, with that accusation that's not true, amongst other things. He's the one who's deceiving these ladies out here, breeding out these women and not taking care of them, not providing for them, not putting them in a better situation. Let's go.
Who make you feel bad, but then turn around and love bomb you. How many of you ladies have been through it with men who gaslight instead of just being open, honest, and transparent?
He's talking about himself, y'all. And he sneaked this in his own woman that got him that place. This dude literally is sneaked this in his own woman that got him that place.
Instead, they manipulate, they deceive, they use fair speeches and many words to lead you astray. Y'all got to stop falling for that stuff. It's taking years off your progression and your purpose, and you're unable to grow the way you're supposed to grow because
I got a demon calling me right now. Listen, y'all. Look, demon. Demon. Why you giving out my number, Nubreed? Let me block this person. Let me take a screenshot of this. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Before I block this individual. Let me get to this. Let me block this demon right now. Yo, these demons will do anything. Yo, these demons will try to get my attention, try to knock me off. Let me block this demon. I can track where that number is coming from. Yeah, there we go. Let me see what this aerial code's from. Hold on 1 second, y'all. They trying to get me off track. It's not going to work, though. This is when you know you're doing right, when these demons try to call you different numbers and stuff. This is crazy, man. These people sick. They're calling from Maryland. They calling from Maryland. Do y'all know I could track that number, fool? Whoever it is, I could track you if I want to. I mean, yo, this dude got a lot of people calling my phone number. I'm telling you, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Let's go.
You're too busy coddling individuals who cannot take accountability. You're too busy coddling victims. And it's a lot of you brothers and sisters that are dealing with that. It could be within your family. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this: it could be your own children.
Ooh. Did y'all hear that? He's talking about his own children. Ooh. Ooh. So there's three things to look at this. We know he's going to get arrested eventually. Is she going to kick him out because the block is hot and she's not who she claims to be? Or she got somebody else staying there with him? Is there another man staying there with y'all, Nubreed? And y'all made a deal with this dude and she removed herself off the lease? You're not on the lease. You're not on the voucher. We know that. We know it's a Section 8 situation going on. That's something to think about. Think about what I'm saying. Listen, I was told I could have been a great CIA, FBI investigator, or better yet, Secret Service back in the day, because I'm very good with investigation skills. That's why when I talk with a lot of officers, they like, man, are you really an officer? Like, no. They like, you know your law. I say, I know my law to an extent, of course. I'm not naive to what's going on. I make the practical decision based on the environment I'm in. I know what to expect. When I tell an officer that, they like, Dad. They like, what? They like, man, you should become one. I say, no, it's not that. Because of what I hear, and I know this corruption in most places. At the same time, I'm just more of a messenger, and I like to mobilize. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that. That's not me. That's not to say I can't do it. It's just that's not me. So we're going to listen to this again. Listen to what he said. Listen, it's a wrap, y'all. Listen.
Who cannot take accountability. You too busy coddling victims. You know, and it's a lot of you brothers and sisters that are dealing with that. It could be within your family. Look, I'm going to tell you like this. It could be your own children.
You see, his own children is tired of him. His own children is tired of him. You see, the reason why he's going at Ringo is because he's jealous of Ringo's relationship with his wife and his daughters. He's jealous. He's jealous of that. Listen, Nubreed is jealous of Brainwave's relationship with his wife and children. And he's definitely jealous of Mr. Rufus and his wives doing it correctly. Shout out to Mr. Rufus doing it correctly with his wives and children he bore with them. And you know he disrespected Elder Karanasar, who's a family man. Just because this dude have children with different women doesn't make him a man. I could go on as far as ladies had issues with me because I may not do certain things at a particular time that they wanted me to do it. They wasn't too patient. And now they're going to look back. I know many of my exes is looking back like, Dad, I should have been patient because now Rollo's about to be a millionaire. Listen, y'all, I'm about to be a millionaire real soon. I'm about to be a millionaire real soon. Do you understand what Ringo said and Marvin's ex-wife, Danini, said? Y'all keep laughing at Rollo. Rollo's about to be a millionaire. We don't know how he going to get it. We know he going to be a millionaire. I could have been a millionaire last year if I didn't deal with charity and deal with this individual or Mark or whatever. Now that they're not there's nobody in the way, and I have been removed from my exes and from these individuals, I'm on my way to becoming a millionaire. People are trying to come in, yet I'm testing them out. Because now it's time for me. That setback, I learned from that setback last year. I went through it the hardest because it was my time to become a millionaire. It was already happening. I was supposed to come back into Florida. Honestly speaking, I was supposed to come back into Florida being a millionaire. Truth be told, I was not supposed to come back into Florida working a 9 to 5. I was supposed to come back into Florida being a millionaire and putting people on to let's get to the next step. And that's what I had. This is why I'm working. And certain things are starting to open up for me. True indeed. I'm supposed to come back to Florida being a millionaire. I'm not supposed to come back to Florida the third time working at 9 to 5. I'm supposed to be on the internet more with y'all. Yet because I allowed that woman to be in my place, and I own up to that. However, the Most High say, you know what? I'm going to have to use you, Rollo. You're not paying attention. I'm going to have to use you. And the brothers are going to see who this individual is, because the Most High was showing me certain things. And, how I know that the Most High warned me? When I had on Pastor Rufus, I want you to listen very carefully. Nubreed, he removed the comments. I never thought about screenshotting it. That's where I messed up at. Screenshots. The Lord is my witness. He could strike me. When I have on Mr. Rufus, he'll tell you himself. Mr. Rufus was supposed to go on Nubreed's platform to do the one-on-one interview. I truly believe Mr. Dowell, the demon Dowell, and his constituents told Nubreed, don't have him come on your platform. Have him come on Rollo's platform. And then Nubreed did not tell me he was going to have on the other individual and the other clown that did not come to. It was like Nubreed used my platform because I'm the economist. Think about what I'm saying. He used my platform to bring his initiative. And Ella Corrales called him out on it. And I was shaking my head and I was like, what the heck why is he using that on my small platform? Mind you, I have a small platform. Why would he tell that in front of the other men? Nobody wanted to hear that. That was not the proper place. That's when I knew something wasn't right. At the same time, I already knew behind the scenes, with Ringo and Nubreed announced the link up. So I decided to go. I was already in Charlotte. I said, I'm gonna go see my brother. I wanted to go see my brother, see the family, and see what's going on. You see, he already had set me up. Now with the Rufus interview, he wanted to get my channel going back then. Because Dowell and them was trying to get me into something. You see, that's why I'm going to be careful with the interview with Mr. Rufus. Because see, that's when Dowell was like, uh-oh. You don't think Dowell and them did their research on me? They're like, oh, we're going to leave Rollo alone. We're going to leave him alone. Because whoever, we know he's dealing with big time family. Oh yeah. His family big time. So they think Mr. Rufus is a small timer, which he's not. Mr. Rufus is not a small timer. However, why would Nubreed not use his main platform to have on Mr. Rufus? Because he was trying to set me up. He thought that I was going to do the unthinkable, and I didn't do that with Mr. Rufus. And that pissed off Nubreed. He didn't care about the situation, honestly, of the fallout. He was glad Mr. Dowell did it, because that's what he wanted to do to me. Yeah, that's the most views I got on the show. However, when you look back at that, that's when he sabotaged my channel. Because after that, He was trying to figure out how he had Charity. He knew I was with Charity because he saw Charity on the live stream, and he talked with her, and he said, "Listen, you gotta unalive this dude. This dude is getting more views than me. He had on Elder Karadasar. He had on important people on his platform. He even had on Eric Gonzalez in the Middle East to come on to speak his talk." He said, "Oh no, you got to remember at that time I was doing better numbers than Nubreed." Put a 5 in the chat if you agree with that. Put a 5 in the chat if you agree with that. I was doing better numbers than Nubreed. Ooh. I was getting so much attention from the women, from the men, throughout the whole Hebrew Israelite community. I got everybody's attention. If you could get Elder Karadasar to come on your platform, that means you're doing something right, because that man don't play. I have respect for him. And so for him to come on my platform, that pissed off Nubreed. Think about what I'm saying. That pissed off Nubreed. Elder Karadasar was over the duo of GOCC. The duo of GOCC is not on Elder Karadasar's level. No shade to him. That's Nubreed's partner in crime right there. So you got to think about what I'm saying. I was making more moves than Nubreed, and he has a larger platform. He was like, "Uh-oh, if Rollo, we gotta sabotage Rollo." My platform was about to go up, y'all. And I would have been a millionaire by now. I would have been a millionaire last year. Because everybody was watching. You talking about everybody was watching my platform back then. He was like, "Oh man, this Rollo getting support. Rollo is traveling more. I can't have this happen. This dude is making moves. Damn." And Charity was trying to keep me from going. I was like, why is she trying to keep me from going? Because she knew the play. So, and I got the last flight to go there, mind you. I had got on the last, I got that last ticket. And when he found out I was coming, he was like, "Oh, let me get Tate and them involved." And that's what happened. Everything he did is coming back to him now. He's going to do some serious hard labor. Let's continue.
That's right. Some of you parents out there, you did the best you can do with what you had. And for whatever reason, your children may use certain things, certain mistakes against you. And anytime they're doing wrong or, not doing what they're supposed to do, they will use those things as a defense mechanism. You can't allow that.
He's in trouble with his own children. His own ladies don't have no respect for him. Even the one that stay with him don't have no respect for him because he's a warlock. Yes, she's implying with him for the time being. The question we have is another guy staying there? Is there another guy staying there, Nubreed? I'm just asking questions, allegedly, supposedly. Let's go.
Do not allow people to play the victim. It's so easy for these narcissists to do it because it is extremely effective. You see this all the time. You see this with mega preachers, and you see this with people who get caught up in scandals. Instead of these people addressing the public, instead of these people being forthcoming, apologetic, instead of these people confessing what is it that they do? They damage control. And
that's what he's doing right now. He's doing that right now in real time, y'all. Let's go. He's talking about these people that do it. He does it himself.
Damage control just simply means move the goalposts, deflect, never repent. And the irony of that is it's a lot of mega pastors and preachers and, spiritual leaders and things of that nature that really be falling into those categories. There's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, I was wrong, and repent. But a lot of people cannot do that. But this happens all the time within our lives. I need you brothers and sisters to stop letting these people manipulate you. Listen to when somebody is dealing with a situation. Are they apologetic? Are they addressing what they done? Are they being transparent? Are they being open? Or are
You are not being transparent. You're not being honest. You just at this point is trying to cop a plea. You're guilty in all charges. Let's go.
are they deflecting? Are they manipulating you? And are you that person that just falls for it every time because you got a kind heart? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. These narcissists feed off of people like you. They feed off of people who, you know, fall for their charades and their smoke and mirrors. They feed off.
What's the smoke and mirrors you talking about? You the one who's projecting. You the one who's in your windows and doing all this nonsense. Let's go.
Off of, you know, honest, good people who just want the best for people. Look, they want you to feel sorry for them. I'm here to tell you they deserve absolutely no sympathy from you because they're unrepentant. They are of a reprobated mindset. You know, those type of people must be marked and disregarded. Leave them where they at and let them fall to their own devices because they refuse to change. They refuse to get it right. So, brothers and sisters, you got to know the difference between the two. A person who is genuinely apologetic and repentful, and a person who is a narcissistic manipulator who is.
You're the one who's a narcissistic manipulator. You have no apology in whatsoever. You have not apologized to any of your sins. You're going to have to carry your sins to do hard labor, and you're going to have to carry your sins to the lake of fire, wherever the Most High presented to be at. Let's go.
Only out to play victim. Eventually, you got to look at them people and say, you know what? Everybody can't be the problem. You have to be the problem. If this seems to be an issue with everybody that person deals with and cross paths.
Listen to this. He's exposing himself. Listen.
Everybody can't be the problem. You have to be the problem. If this seems to be an issue with everybody that person deals with and cross paths with, it's that person. But
he's talking about himself. I'm going to play that one more time. Listen.
Is genuinely apologetic and repentful, and a person who is a narcissistic manipulator who is only out to play victim. Eventually, you got to look at them people and say, you know what? Everybody can't be the problem. You have to be the problem.
Yeah, he's telling on himself. Yeah, he's still going to have to do the time. Let's go.
If this seems to be an issue with everybody that person deals with and cross paths with, it's that person. But anyway, brothers and sisters, thank y'all. Got another broadcast coming pretty soon. I want to thank everybody for watching. You know, let me know down in the comment section if you brothers and sisters have experienced this. And
all right, we're done listening to him. Oh, here we go again. Every time I get to the point, the thing froze on me. Hold on one second, y'all. My computer froze. Does this all the time. There we go. So we waiting on brainwaves. Let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. So yeah, that's what's going on, y'all. Let me send an emoji to Forever Studios for supporting the stream. And he also supported gifted 5 people. Let me do this real quick. So we're waiting on brainwaves. Be patient, y'all. So you heard it, y'all. He's in trouble. I'm telling you, he's in trouble. There's no doubt about it. He done did some things that is catching up to him, and he's being judged for it. And everybody around him is tired of him. Even the community he's in, he's bringing issues to the community. He's not bringing any peace to that community. Always drama around this dude. There's always drama around him. Everywhere he goes, there's drama. And those who entertain it is just as worse as he is. You get what I'm saying? So, and a lot of people, man, that deal with him, they stuck. They can't go nowhere. You don't see them around. They don't even bother to have a conversation with him. Yet on camera, it seems like everything's good with him and these people. No, it's not. It's all a mirror and screen. To go against Ringo, especially Brainwaves and myself, or anybody that's on point, that's speaking the truth. You got another individual I was told is talking about me. I'm not going to mention the dude's name. I don't watch his platform. You know what I'm saying? I don't rock with his platform. I haven't been to his platform. I don't even listen to his live stream. It is what it is. His thing has fallen down to the crumbs. That channel is done. For real. A lot of these dudes' channels are done. You see, at the end of the day, they could say whatever they want. I'm still keeping it moving. Because once I get into what I'm supposed to get into, with the Most High got everything set up and lined up for me, and I'm moving correctly, man, this channel's going to blow up just like Brainwaves and Ringos. And they upset about that. They're upset about that because theirs is not doing very well. You get what I'm saying? So, you ladies, you guys, connect with one another. If you're on point, make moves, and don't make no excuses. You know what I'm saying? 2025, no excuses, y'all. You know, we seen our brother Brainwaves. He just got himself another vehicle within a month. Just like within a month, I'm going to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So, and Ringo got other things going on too besides YouTube. So everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. The numbers will speak for itself eventually. Think about this. We're not making that much money on this, yet we're making an impact. We're making an impact to the point that people are really starting to look into what's going on with these individuals themselves. So they like, oh, why would you waste your time talking about it? The Most High put it in our spirit to talk about it, to bring awareness. So when the time comes, he said, great job, my son. Here's your reward. Why you think Brainwaves is getting what he's getting? Because he's doing what the Most High telling him to do. So he should get more support on the internet. Ringo should get some more support on the internet. I should get more support on the internet than what I'm getting. At the same time, what's pissing them off is that the Most High favors Ringo, even though, you know, I think the numbers don't speak for itself. He's still being highly favored. There's other ways Ringo getting things. Look at the stuff when he purchased things. Look how the Most High have it to where as he gets something even greater than what he purchased. So the Most High have a way of doing things. So you can't stop what the Most High is going to give to these brothers, and they, being that they have a family too on top of that, and they're getting blessed. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with Pastor Rufus. Ever since he's been removed from Straightway, he's been getting blessed. He's been in the cut, letting the Most High deal with what he's dealing with right now. He's going to win that case, of course. And so Elder Karadasar, he does what he does. He travels. He's a family man. Take care, provide, and that's what it is. And y'all know with me, yeah. Well, Rollo, you've been in Florida for almost 4 months. You ain't got no vehicle yet. They ain't supporting you to get the vehicle. Well, you ain't got that much income coming on YouTube. They mocking what I'm making on YouTube. They mocking, not knowing that somebody could be like, you know what? Let me shut these haters up. They have done it before. I mean, they thinking they winning because they're getting support. Yeah, the evil gets support too. They're not happy. They're not happy. They're not moving happy with their support because they're not living right. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. Let me see something. Let me check. I'm checking something right now. Let me see if there's anything else I need to look at. Let me see. Nope. All right. So we're just waiting for Brainwaves. Give them a few minutes. Let's see if I can find anything else right now while we got the people waiting for Brainwaves to come on. You know, when Brainwaves come on, he's about to go in. I'm gonna let him do his talking. And so I'm looking at the situation. Let's see if we got to. Okay, let me see if I got anything I need to find right now. Let's see. Anything else I need to find? Yeah, that deity, Red Supreme, is losing his marbles once again. Yeah. Y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me loud and clear, correct? Hold on one second. I'm trying to do something here. I got to keep this on my tab. Okay, Brainwaves is here. Perfect timing. All right. Get ready, y'all. What's going on, fam? Salute. Let me see. I can get my camera on. All right. What's going on, man? Salute, salute, salute. Let me get the camera on the other side correctly. Let's do that. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. There we go. I don't know.
Hey, I had the sound.
Yeah, I gotta reverse it. Let me reverse it back.
Yeah.
I use my it's the left hand, right hand. Well, okay.
Hey,
yeah.
look, let's do it. Look, we got it like that. Let's do something new. Let's change it up. We doing something new around here. Look, we don't salute like everybody else. You know, that other guy want to do this. He don't, you notice how he don't do that no more since we've been making fun of him. He come on.
Yeah.
He don't do that no more, right?
Yeah.
Man, let's start out the gate, man. I haven't even been able to listen to the whole stream. So when I respond, when Rollo lets me on his platform, not like it's not any other time, but this stuff is authentic, right? I didn't even hear his message. I saw him go release the video, whatever, this morning, because I've been working on so many different things. I also got a live to do about him. I'm gonna decimate his character in terms of him being a trustworthy source. You see, the only thing he could do with me is try to call me effeminate. That doesn't decimate my character. You see what I'm saying? Like, even if somebody believes that, they'll just say, okay, well, Brainwaves is effeminate, for those who believe that. But that doesn't decimate my character. Same thing. Oh, he used to do tarot and all that stuff. That still does not decimate my character. Because let me also explain this. Even when I was doing that, I still had a reputation of being trustworthy, top-notch, not scamming the people, etc., etc. So you could even say in wrongdoing, if you want to call it that, I still was keeping it 100. So for him to try to go there, it does nothing to destroy my character. It does nothing to destroy the words that I say and the receipts that I provide. But when we look at him, from his actual background to way he portrays himself online, to that new nasty flip-flopping going back and forth, and now him with Red Supreme and all this stuff, him calling me. And see, let me tell y'all something. I'm not stupid. He called me because he thought that I was going to answer the phone, or thought he was going to catch me and get me on the phone. Now, one, it's a setup to get some damn content. I'm not stupid.
Yep.
So he got the record button on, ready to record the conversation. Ain't no telling who's on there with him, who's listening. what type of things he's going to try to get me to say, do, et cetera, and use it as content. Be like, look, I got some fresh content because I've been nailing him to the cross with everything he's been doing recently.
Yeah.
Right? With him, with me, all he could do is go into the past. And yet he wants to be forgiven of his past. He wants to make videos. I'm not sitting up here like I never did anything. I used to do that, but that was the past. So let me get this straight. You get a pass for your past, but we can't get a pass for our past. And even with our past, it's not wicked like yours. Let me go here real quick.
Right,
even if we go into the past, my past is still more righteous than yours.
Yep, facts.
I didn't steal from nobody. I wasn't hurting nobody. I wasn't doing none of the stuff. And you don't even understand the things that I was doing spiritually. You just see one video and you just running with it because you a demon and all you do is set out to destroy. Because this is the thing. If you knew all this stuff before you met me, why the hell you even didn't block me from that first meeting with Zoom? Why you didn't block me in your WhatsApp group? Why you let me even be around if I'm some type of snake, demon, throwing rocks, high head? That's the shit you do. You do all of that crap. That's you. Every time you describe us, you project yourself on us and the people that's watching. And then what you're doing right now, you the one playing victim. You the one counting down. Look, I ain't letting up now. My foot is a stand up in the motor, bust the dashboard. You could call me wicked, like Future. Shout out to my ATL, my ATL rappers. Y'all know who y'all are.
Go ahead.
Y'all know who I am. I'm standing up in the motor right now. I'm busting the dashboard. My foot gonna be on this man's neck. I'm gonna have nothing content after content after content destroying this guy's character. Because what he's doing to everybody out here cannot be withstood. And Elder Kawatazar has confirmed this is what the righteous men do. He said, we're the men. We're the real men. I'm one of them. I'm standing up, and I'm standing up putting my foot on this new demon's neck. The videos are not stopping. Look, I'm coming for you too, Pastor Dow. I ain't got no damn lawsuit. And I wish you would try to come for me legally because I got lawyers on deck who watch this content. I got attorneys who sit here online watching all this stuff, waiting for y'all to make those type of moves, to break everything that you say you stand for, which you've already done with Pastor Rupert's going legally. I'm going in on all these folks. But right now, I got my foot on New Demon's neck. And that man, one of three things going to happen. Either his fate is going to manifest itself because the wages of sin are death. He's going to actually finally man up and make 1,000 videos and live streams telling everybody how he's wrong. All the people. Look, he can't just make a video about Ringo, Rollo, or myself. He's got other brothers and other sisters he's wrong. He got to come clean with all of these people. Y'all don't understand. When y'all watch these things, y'all think it's just me bitching. I ain't no damn bitch. I'm a man-ass man, right? I carry a whole lot of stuff on my shoulders. Of course, I know the scripture, cast ye burdens unto the Lord, so don't nobody come up here getting religious. That's not what I'm talking about. It's that I'm a man, and people know that I'm a man, so they know they can come to me as the man and put those responsibilities on me, because that's what men do. We step up, and that's what we're looking for, the responsible men in the community. But all these men out here are nothing but boys. You might be 80 years old. You might be 90 years old. You move like a boy. You move like a little high school kid. Hell, elementary kids move more mature than y'all. I see elementary kids take more accountability, more responsibility, and step up than these so-called Israelites, these so-called FBA, like all these folks. They ain't nothing but a bunch of frauds. They just getting a check. They using religion to get paid. They using religion to deceive y'all. And that's what New Zesty, that's what New Demon's doing. And now he's like, the narcissist. Man, this man don't know anything about narcissism. Look, let me tell you this. Where is his medical credentials? Where's his credentials and his track record to say that he can speak on narcissism? I have thousands. Ask any doctor, ask any lawyer. I have spoken to doctors. I have spoken to lawyers. I had some doctors and lawyers as my clients. I'm not saying that I'm a medical professional. But what I'm saying is that I've got logged hours of dealing with people, professionals, all walks of life, personal, in person, online, on the phone, like
Yep.
every particular way you can actually conduct an appointment. I've done it. I've logged thousands. I don't even keep track no more. Like thousands globally, mind you, not just in the US, globally. And all of those people gonna say, okay, well, he understands what he's talking about. He has a position. Where the hell is this guy? This guy that's running around talking about narcissism. Where's his credentials at? So this is what I'm trying to tell you about this man. It's not legit. Where's his credentials with UP Farms? He don't have none. Oh, wait, let me get it. He just signed some paperwork just the other day. Now he want to go around, but he been fraudulently going around talking about, oh, yeah, I got my verbal agreement. They don't understand. No, you don't understand the law. That's why your ass been breaking it. And that's why you still breaking it. And that's why you encouraging other folks to break it. Like with this Carmelo Anthony. Man, y'all better be glad I ain't had time to cover this Carmelo Anthony situation. Y'all better be glad I ain't make my content. Because I want the smoke. I told you, I'm the guy that wants the smoke. I'm not a damn coward like y'all. I want y'all to talk about me, which exposes who you really are. That's why y'all keeping your mouths quiet. You keeping my name out of your mouth because you scared of getting exposed. You ain't a man like you claim you are. And I'm talking about folks, not just New Demon. They run around here making this content. They see me. They know the circles I run with. Y'all going after Ringo, but y'all scared to go after me. You know why? Because then you're going to be exposed. And you know I'm going to eat your ass up. The Most High put me here to clean house. Why the hell you think I'm in public safety? Why you think I'm in law enforcement? I'm here to clean house. I've been cleaning house spiritually. I clean house physically. That's what I do. I run a clean operation. I'm not wicked like y'all. New Demon and all these folks that hey, y'all wicked, y'all dirty. Y'all polluting the environment. You polluting the community. This is why people leaving the community. It's because of evil people like y'all. All that evilness and all that dirt. That time is up, man. That time is up. You're going to see it ain't just Florida. And it's like Rollo said, you're going to see the tightening of things. I've already gotten wind of some things, which I'm not going to disclose, but I've already gotten wind of some things that's going to be taking place. And speaking of tightening up, tightening your collar, putting things down, you're going to see an increase of that. And it's going to take all these folks out, and it's going to take them out on social media. Look, y'all, they see everything y'all do. They know everything y'all do. And like, I'm sick and tired of this guy always talking about narcissist. You know nothing of the term other than the fact that you are the number one narcissist. You play covert. You are a covert narcissist. You act like you somebody that you not. You going around just like you act like you FBA, but you not. Just like you act like you down with Red Supreme, but you not. You using Red Supreme. You don't give a damn about Red Supreme. If you gave a damn about, hey, Red Supreme, check this out, bro.
He's done.
Check this out, Red Supreme. And just the fact that you yoked yourself, talking about, yeah, man, hit me up behind the scenes. We gonna link up. Oh, you done messed up with that. You literally
exposed.
That's a unalive sentence for you. That's an unalive sentence for your career. Your career is done. The wages of sin are death. You should have never said that. Man, I'm telling you, everybody that
calling that man behind the scenes, Red Supreme. Edomites talking with other Edomites, battling each other. Oh man, they're gonna be. You know they're gonna use that again.
No, you know what it is.
Having fun.
No, Rollo, Rollo, it's this. Let me do it again. Let me do it again just so that they can see. This is, hey, check this out, everyone. This is how brainwaves actually throws punches. Wait a minute. Let me bend my wrists. Let me bend my wrists real quick, and then. Man,
and we're not disrespecting those people. We're not disrespecting those people because some of them could throw hands. Not for real.
Hey, no, that's facts. I know
some of them could throw hands. No cap.
Yeah, I know some of them. Man, they'll lay you flat like
in
this.
Seconds. Yeah, fast.
Out. So you know,
I've seen a lot of them. I've seen a lot of them throw hands. Man.
Hey, it ain't nothing to laugh
they don't play.
Man. You know what's funny, Rollo? Let's say I was that. Let's say I was a part of that community. Wouldn't that mean that I could throw hands either way? It's like either way. You see what I'm saying? I win either way. If I was a part of that community, I could throw hands. If I'm not a part of that community, I could throw hands. These guys, man, all of the stuff that came out, Ringo's videos, what you said, what I've said, what I'm about to say. For all I know, Red Supreme could have been on three-way with the call when he was trying to call me. I don't trust none of these dudes. I don't like, listen, unless I built up a personal rapport with you and you in any type of these communities out here online, I don't trust you. The people that I rock with, I either have some type of personal relationship with them, or I know that they've been verified by somebody that's trustworthy. That's the only way I deal with folks. And that's what Rollo was saying in the chat. Y'all, we on a different level, man. I know people, and I don't want y'all to get this understood, or misunderstood rather. I see when people be like, hey, salute, hey, what's going on? And I appreciate it. But I can't be saying hello to every single body. I mean, it be 10, it be 20, it be 30, it be 50 people. I can't do that every time, not only when I go live, but when like Rollo's live, or I'm at Elder Kawata's like when I'm all over Ringo, I can't be saying what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up. If I do, I may just do a general, hey, what's up to everybody, salute to everybody. Now, if you hit the support, I'm obligated, because this is what y'all got to understand. In order to get in touch with influential people, right? In order to get in touch with like for instance, your CEO or some high level manager in the company, for those of you that work in a company, you got to actually schedule an appointment. For instance, in the school systems, people be like, hey, can I talk to this? Can I talk to the principal? Can I talk to this particular teacher? No, you got to make an appointment. It's instruction time. It's busy time. I know everybody like, but no, you have to make an appointment. So what I'm saying is that by you hitting the super chat, was it the PayPal, the Cash App, the Venmos, or whatever it is, right? That obligates us to have to respond, right? And other platforms do this. Other particular genres on YouTube, they do that. They get so many messages, like they get so many questions. People be trying to ask questions they couldn't get to answer. They have anywhere from 500 to thousands of people in the chat asking questions. So the only way they could responsibly give you the content and be able to answer those questions is if people actually hit the super chat. That obligates them to have to cover them. So what we're saying is that in order to get that personal, hey, what's up, get that personal one-on time, or you have a message or what have you, to guarantee that you get a response, that's where that support comes in. It's even like in the church, right? The so-called pastors and leaders don't give you the time of day for the most part unless they see that money you putting up. When you come with that money, then it's like, oh yeah, and depending on how much money,
that's how they move. Yep, even on the wicked side, that's how they move.
Come on now.
We got to keep it real. Yep.
So, you know, I wanted to speak on that because I know some people might not, a lot of y'all may not understand, but I try to help explain and reinforce why Rollo's doing this, why I'm doing this, why Ringo, a lot of y'all probably wonder, how come Ringo's not speaking out? You the support. But those of you that support, notice how he shout out people who support. And again, you may not be able to contribute financially, but maybe it's something you doing that we recognize. There's some people that just be sharing like crazy. You'll see it not just on YouTube. They take the link and they share it all over the place. That's support. Yeah. You putting in work. We need that work because the wicked people are putting in work. The wicked people running around. Look, those demons don't sleep. They don't sleep. That's why New Demon be making content all around it. Look, he couldn't wait to make this content. After everything last night, after Ringo going live for 5+ hours last night, oh, he couldn't wait to get up this morning. You know he don't get up at no 3, 4, 5, or I'll just say this. He don't get up at like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, even 9 o'clock. He get up late.
He has nothing to do. He don't have nothing to do.
No, he just sleep. He let his baby mama take care of all the work with the kids and all this stuff. You think this man actually get up and do that? Why would he get up when he shows no responsibility? He shows no consistency. Listen, y'all, this man, like Rollo was saying, Rollo has to go to the site. So he would like to be here making content all the time. I mean, all of us would. If we were getting that type of crazy support, that's what we would do. It's coming now. Oh, it's coming. But the point is, New Zesty does not have to go to no site. He does not want to go to a site. He does not have the ability to even go to a site.
That's right.
He can't travel. He can't go here. He don't have the means. He got a background. He got this and got that. Look, I could go work anywhere. I can go work for guns. I could work any industry. Just yesterday, I had a sergeant trying to recruit me from the agency that I am to go to another police department.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I seriously was considering it. I don't want to show you which one because I ain't finna let y'all know where I'm moving and what's what or what's going on. But you know, I'm considering it seriously. When I say seriously, and guess what? He was a white guy. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all these folks on the internet talk about, oh, the white man is the enemy. The white man's the enemy. Listen, I've dealt with stuff where I've had K9s unfairly called on me and brothers. I've had all types of experiences. So I know what it's like. I know what it's like being in sundown towns. I know what it's like dealing with the so-called harassment.
That's right.
And what I want to make
right.
a point is, even though dealing with that, I've had way more support, way more love shown from white folks than I do my own. White folks like, look, man, we ready to take care of you. We ready to hook you up. We ready. Look, they trying to, folks up here talking about reparations. Look, there's a lot of them that's actually trying to help us out. They want us to come up. They like us, but guess what? They only support the righteous ones.
That's correct. That's correct.
See, that's what you Edomites, that's what you demons don't experience. When you interact with white folks, your interactions are all bad. They're all toxic. And guess what? When I previously had bad interactions with white folks, guess what? I was wicked. That was when I was younger. When I was younger, I was either getting involved in some wicked stuff, doing sinful things that you know we aren't supposed to do when you young. You know all the dumb stuff when you young.
Right. That's
you
right.
get it too.
That's right.
Right?
No talk.
That's when I had bad interactions. But for the most part, like, I know there's racists and all this stuff. I get all that. What I'm saying is that they keep their distance for the most part. And even if what they do, if you got to talk to them, they just keep it either just straight on the topic, straight business, and that's it.
That's it.
They pretty much hold their tongue. You hold your tongue. They see that you're respectful. So you're not doing anything to force them to go there. You're treating them with respect. So you got to give respect to get respect. So even if somebody don't like you, when you give respect, you reap what you sow. You get respect back. So why is it that all of there's so many white folks that's sitting here ready to help, ready to spread the wealth, ready to spread the knowledge. They ready to take care of you. I'm talking about roll out the red carpet, take care of you.
That's facts.
And I don't get this from my own brothers and sisters. I mean, there's exceptions. There's times, but like, especially for example, in this community, it's no love, man. Outside of a few of us, outside of a few exceptions, it's nothing but hate, nothing but violence. That's why it's labeled as a hate group.
It's the women. I'm gonna be real with you. With the exception of a few guys who support our platforms or we support each other as content creators here and there, the women that people complain about, they're the ones who putting me on, man. Like seriously putting me on. Outside of the Gentiles, there's only a few brothers here and there that brings encouragement. Yet you're not gonna get that much encouragement from your own brethren. The women, they're like, look, Rollo, you know when you get what you get, we coming. They coming, they ready. But the guys, man, they make more excuses. They make a lot of excuses, man. Yet they'll support these criminals, you know what I'm saying? Put them in a nice home. They won't even put their own family in a nice home. They won't even put their own woman in a nice home or children the right way.
Facts. Man.
That's why his children ain't moving. It's not respecting him because he's not moving right in that house because he didn't get that house the right way.
Facts.
See where I'm at in this mini mansion? I got it the right way. And I'm cool with the owner and I have respect. If I don't have respect for the house he let me stay in and I don't take care of it, why would the Most High give me the house that's going to belong to me in the near future?
Facts.
Or vehicles. I have vehicles I rented out when I was in the state of Florida. That's not my vehicles.
Yeah.
I'm paying brainwaves. You saw the receipt. I'm paying more than most people pay for car insurance and payments on their car. Brainwaves. Did I not spend more than $5,000-$6,000 a month? on vehicles?
That's facts. Yeah, and I seen the receipts. I literally saw the receipts. Rollo spent, like he said, he spent more than what pretty much 90 whatever plus percent spend. Like he said, their car payments, lease, whatever, and the insurance put together on just about anything. Just about like I said, 90%.
So I was already 6 figures. I'm not 6 figures now. People, the crazy part about it, people think I'm 6 figures because I'm moving around. No, I have to calculate what I do. This income on YouTube, I'm not getting a lot of money on YouTube talking about this.
No.
The views and likes is there. I'm not getting the support. So when you got these people calling us coons and sellouts, if it wasn't for the coons and sellouts, a lot of you won't have homes in Session 8. Now I have to go there, Brainwaves. A lot of you won't have the things if it wasn't for coons and you call sellouts that know how to talk to people. A lot of you will be in jail right now for the things you have done.
Man, it's coming. It's coming. Y'all, listen. Everything, we cannot go back. Nothing is going back. A lot of people want to go back to certain ways. They want to try to revitalize. No. We've been past a point, a certain threshold. There is no going back. So all of these folks that are trying to recreate and go back and doing what they used to do, their crime, their wickedness, it's not working because we got to move past that. We're supposed to evolve. Even on a scientific level, we have to evolve. And that same wicked stuff that these folks been doing is not evolution. You don't think that the algorithms want to evolve? You don't think that everybody wants to evolve? Some people are comfortable in all that wickedness. We're going to shift forward. There's going to be a complete shift. We're shifting right now, but things haven't shifted, meaning it's not complete yet. You're about to see a lot. And, I'm very disappointed, like I said, like a lot of us been saying, where are the real men? Why is it that when we call, check this out, it's so much hypocrisy. And I'm tired of that. That was a big talking point of mine from the books to the series. I've been talking about hypocrisy. And now that new copycat want to always stand on that. Like that's his. See, this is what happens. He want to try to take up our crosses. The Most High gave that for me to talk about the hypocrisy in the community.
Right.
I've been pushing the whole hypocrisy thing. All different directions, all different ways. He want to act like that's what he's pushing. Because what it is that the Most High has not given this man no cross to carry when it comes to this community, because he's a demon.
Yeah.
So what he's got to do is do what demons do best. Copy, steal, control, manipulate. So he's trying to copy, steal, control, and manipulate what people see and what they believe. He's trying to copy, control, steal, and manipulate our talking points, our crosses, and everything. It's not working for him. It's not going to work for him. But that's what he's doing. Something else crazy that he said? He was talking about, and that's why you got to put a callus around your heart with these people. What in the satanic, demonic, evil, witch, warlock, come on, is that? Where in the Bible does it say that you're supposed to put a callus around your heart? I'm going to do a whole breakdown of his damn video. It's going to come not today because I got to do some other stuff with my other channel as well. And I got to go live right after Rollo gets done. Like when you get done, Rollo, I'm pretty much, I'm in the middle. I got to finish the thumbnail. And then I'm about to turn right back around and go. I got all my stuff ready. I'm going to turn right back around and go live when we get done.
Sounds good. I'll be over there. You know that. Yep.
Yes, sir. Where does it say in the Bible that you're supposed to put a callus on your heart? See, this is what I break this man down. Okay, I show other things too, but what I break this guy down is I use scripture. I use the Bible. Okay, that's the book to judge somebody by. That's why it says the saints can judge in Ecclesiasticus. It says we can judge because we're following scripture. And if we're following scripture, we're following the Son, which is the way to the Father.
That's
And
right.
we're doing everything that's supposed to be done. So based upon those standards, we are the ones who can judge. So in this situation, I'm using the book to judge what he said. Well, he said you're supposed to put a callus in your heart to so-called narcissists, right? Check this out. Where does it say that in the Bible? Because the Bible says you're supposed to pray for your enemies, right? Y'all gotta understand something. Let me just break that down right there. This is like a mic drop. Do you know what it takes to pray for somebody, let alone pray for yourself? Do you know how much care and concern and time and energy and focus you have to have for an individual, let alone yourself, to be able to pray for somebody? More importantly, do you know how much love you have to
It has to be
actually pray
pure.
for somebody?
It has to be pure. It can't be messed up, because it's gonna ricochet right back to you. That stuff, that prayer stuff, man. You know, you got to really talk about that, because a lot of people think, let's say you pray for a house. Let me say something. Let me tell you something. Let me say this. When you pray for something, it has to be pure. It can't be you praying because you're trying to one up on the person, or you're trying to take from that person, because it could come back to you or somebody close to you. This prayer stuff is, man, people don't realize, man.
We had to do a show on it, Rollo.
Because see, a lot of you guys, I'm gonna use relationship as an example, because a lot of you men, listen to what I'm telling you. Your guys be praying for a certain woman, certain look, certain attribute, you get it. And when it's right in front of your face, you don't know what to do with it. You blame God. And guess what? God will take that from you. And it will take years. And sometimes you may not even get close to that again. You're talking to somebody that knows what he's talking about. Because see, I dealt with ladies, some came and I wasn't even ready, fully ready for that next step with them. And that's why they're no longer with me. Or vice versa, the ladies could say the same thing, they wasn't ready for me. And then they was removed. So you got to be very mindful of what you pray for. See, I told the Most High, I said, look, man, I cannot be in this New York no more. I'm tired. It was one live stream. I crashed out. I was frustrated on that BPE. And I dealt with this particular lady. It didn't work out because I moved in with her. I did the cardinal wrong thing. That's why I could talk about it. I can't respect him because it bothered me. I moved in with a woman. And I knew I had 3 months to get it figured out. I didn't get it figured out in 3 months. It was less than 3 months. Because when you do, let me tell you guys something from experience. When you move in with a woman, you ain't got no 3 months. You got less than 3 months. And I knew that. I'm not upset with her. It's my fault. I hold responsibility. Yeah, we've seen each other a few times here and there. Yeah, of course. Because I came back and I went and she saw me like, whoa, you back? Yeah, I came back. You know, I didn't have everything together. The point is, some of you not ready, man. You think you're ready, but you're not ready. So be mindful what you pray for, because when Most High send it to you, you can't blame him. You got to be accountable for your actions. Now, I'm not even thinking, I'm a brainwave. I'll be honest with you. I'm not thinking about relationships. Yeah, I talk to different women. You know what I'm saying? Getting to know them, they're getting to know me. And at the same time, yo, man, I'm not even thinking about that. People are surprised, man. I got a lot of guys like, what, Ronnie? You look like you're more ready now than 2 years ago or 4 years ago. You look like you're more responsible now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not thinking about that because it's hard to, it's like, I'm more focused on what I lost opportunities on for the most part, because I got involved with nonsense and the Most High showed me and I ignored it. And then he had to teach me a lesson like he taught you and Ringo, he taught us a lesson. And I got the most of it because it was my time. You know, the Most High already established y'all. He was about to establish me, but I was around stuff I was not supposed to be around either. And so he took a lot for me to teach me a lesson. And I'm okay with that. How many of you men are willing to admit that? My channel was supposed to then blow up. The Pastor Rufus video was the key. Yet I allowed certain people on that was not supposed to be on. Look at the people I let on. They all Nubreed, the guy from GOCC, the other individual I didn't know. It was mainly supposed to be me, Rufus, and me, and Nubreed. Nubreed brought other people on. That's what the demon does. Bring distractions. They wasn't caring about the fallout. They was excited that Rufus fell out. That's the same thing with me. You have a lot of men, not women. Women was talking this about me back then last year. Yet instead, you had a lot of men who was happy I was broke. They were like, yeah, he ain't going back to Florida. Yeah. You had a lot of male content creators was happy, like, yeah, he's stuck in that New York City. Ringo's in North Carolina. We upset here in North Carolina. Brainwaves is doing this thing in Georgia. He's elevating. We got Rollo though. We got Rollo stuck there. I lost all support. Companies was done with me in New York. But look where I'm at now. And I'm doing things, and I'm not even six figures. I'm doing things that millionaires do every single day, whether they wicked or righteous. And I have every right to say it. Because like JP said, I was one way to be homeless. But y'all didn't know I was staying in the car in Florida in 2023 most of the times. I didn't always stay in hotels. Y'all didn't know that. Because I was dealing with that new demon. I was dealing with evil people. In the Most High, I was like, why is I'm struggling? I'm paying more than motherfuckers paying for car notes and cars and shit. I'm making over $10,000 a month. How the fuck I'm not getting what I'm supposed to get? Because I'm not paying attention to who's around me, who I surrounded myself with. When you so-called black men gonna admit that? Not everybody's supposed to have your number and contact you. Not every woman's supposed to have your number and contact you. Yo, your name could get you into homelessness, man. This shit is deep, man. This shit is brainwaves, man. You gotta expound upon this, man. Because what Ringo said, I've been through a lot. He's damn right I was. And a lot of you cannot fuck with my shoes. You're not on that level. A lot of you would have unalived yourself what the hell I've been through. Go ahead, man.
Man, y'all gotta understand. Rollo went through what we could biblically say as a Job experience, right? I had my time too. See, I want to make an example. We all had our time, but I want to focus more so on Rollo's situation in particular. I just want to give y'all an example. We already had our time where we lost everything. And here we are. It's the reason why we went there, and now we're just up and up and up and up. We're steadily going up, steadily increase, while you see them with a decrease. See, in order when you go through, a lot of people, listen, y'all, some people are going through things and everybody's like, oh, we'll pray for them because they're going through. Like, for example, this whole Carmelo Anthony. I'm going to get back to the Rollo situation, but I'm trying to tie multiple points together here. Y'all need to pay attention. When I tie points together, it's for a reason. You got people right now praying for Carmelo Anthony, but they ain't praying for Austin. They praying for the Anthony family, but they not praying for the other family. You see, that's showing favoritism. That's showing a wicked way. And that's what this guy, this whole new fill in the blank, Nubreed is. He's only pushing for Carmelo Anthony to win, to get off the case, to get whatever it is that he's going to get. But he has not uttered out of his mouth to pray for the other guy in his family. And you haven't heard Red Supreme or none of these folks even talk about it. So they better be glad I'm not talking about this Carmelo Anthony, because I would destroy every last one of them. I'm already destroying them just by the fact I'm saying it now. Well, I'm making a point here. These guys go through situations and will continue to go through situations because the wages of sin are death. and they're not taking accountability. They have no intention of being right. They're all, like I said, they're all in bed with each other, probably figuratively and literally. While we're on that subject, it's probably some stuff going on. Well, here's the point: when they lose, they don't have what it takes to stay in peace. They don't have what it takes to keep that love for the Father. They don't have what it takes, like what you saw with Job. Job had everybody telling him, man, to curse God, to do this, everything around him. He had a lot of stuff around him. If you looked at places he was going or where he could go, there was a lot of stuff around him, right? And that's what was causing him to, we would say, could potentially cause him to lose it, okay? Well, in the situation with Rollo, what he went through, he had a lot of stuff that was going on around him with his job. He could, like, so off of social media, he was impacted. On social media, he was impacted. He was impacted with his relationships. He was impacted with socialization. He was impacted, like everything. Transportation. Y'all got to stop and think. All the areas where you normally could get this and get that, he was impacted. Certain places that he would go because they thought they knew what was going on, at least at that time. That's how it appeared to be. He couldn't go to those places without those thoughts, those looks, those what have yous, whether people try to be obvious about it or behind the scenes. But that's nonetheless what takes place. So there's a lot that took place that would have caused any average individual who doesn't actually follow what the law, statutes, and commandments are. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Keeping the law, statute, and commandments goes further than just, okay, I'm keeping the Sabbath holy, I'm not murdering, I'm not stealing, I'm not covenant. Like, y'all get it. It goes beyond the 10 commandments.
That's right.
Because love is the greatest commandment of all. And all of these guys show hate. So Rollo kept love in his heart, right? Regardless, he kept love for the Most High. He kept love for the Father. He still kept love in his heart, like he mentioned earlier. The fact that he could have went in on me, and we talked about it. When he came on the platform, and we set it up, and I opened it up, all that stuff, it was easy, could have been just a boxing fest, a verbal bashing boxing fest. Based upon all the stuff I said about this man, with the previous videos and all that stuff, same thing with Ringo, the list goes on. He could have easily been justified according to the world standards to go there. But what did he do? He had love in his heart. He told y'all he had love in his heart, y'all. And look at the outcome. It got squashed just like that. Man, we probably still be, ain't no telling what would be going on if we didn't operate off of scripture, the greatest commandment of love. And see, that's what that new Zesty, what he's trying to do is cause nothing but war. He wants everybody to fight on the internet, everybody to fight, and he wants them to fight our own. He wants us to cannibalize ourselves, cannibalize the community, fight and beef with each other, but not go out there and fight anybody who's actually holding them back, who's actually oppressed us. And you can't say it's white folks across the board, because you need to study your history. A lot of white folks lost their lives, they lost their reputation, they lost ownership. They put a lot at stake just to help us. Okay, so y'all got to quit with all this satanic, demonic, racist, discriminatory stuff. That's why the Israelite stuff is a hate group. We got to give a shout out, man. It's a lot of white folks who put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to help us. Look, y'all, you can't help how you born. Okay, you can't say, I don't want to come into the world with this ethnicity. I want to be born like this. We have no control over how we're born. Right. So you can't sit up there and be coming off with racism just because somebody's white. They can't help that. They can't help how they're born. We're born how we're born, at least when it comes to that aspect of things. And so a lot of them have helped us. The point that I'm making is, you see all of this destruction in the community, right? You see these folks being destroyed. And then what are they doing? They're trying to go around and destroy instead of showing love. Shouldn't the proper thing be pray for somebody? Shouldn't the proper thing be to help somebody? Look, when I had that opportunity, I already showed you how Rollo had love in his heart. Rollo could have showed me love because he said the most I said to not, go there and, wild out, turn into I don't know, an online fight fest, if you want to call it. I'm just making a statement here. I could have not been like that in my heart. I could have been like, man, Rollo, I don't care, man, whatever you say. For instance, let's say Rollo didn't say nothing back, but I could have went in on him Remember, y'all, that's how it was established in the community. That's how we were deceived. Even the elect were deceived because of new deception, new Decepticon. I could have went on Rollo. Rollo could have kept his cool, but then guess what? It still would have been division, and that's what this guy was hoping for. But yet, both of us had love in our hearts. Same thing when it came to Ringo. Ringo could have stood. Look, Ringo was secure on going in on me because I was. Y'all got to stop and think. At that time, I was down with Nubreed. Y'all got to understand this, man. I had Nubreed's back. I was defending UP Farms when people was like, I don't know about it. Like, I was going in. I was protecting that guy. I went in. This ain't no, oh, I'm just a son. Y'all need to go back and review the tapes. Watch all the live streams. Watch the videos. Watch his. Watch your Wittazars. Watch mine. I was literally in 10 toes down. You want to see an example of 10 toes down? I was 10 toes down for Nubreed. Y'all got to understand this, man. I was more down for Nubreed than I'm generally down for a lot of people. And that's something that we all did. So I defended this man. I protected this man. I was there. He ain't had no issues with me then. He was using me or whatever, but he ain't had no issues with me. I'm even going to show y'all something when I go live in a little bit. I'm going to show y'all something. Y'all going to see a snippet of that. And you're going to see how he turned. But he does not have love in his heart. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you. He got y'all thinking that he loves y'all. He's making all these videos. Hey, let me educate the people about the narcissist. No, he's the narcissist.
That's right.
He's trying to throw everybody off of the trail of focusing on him. So instead of him taking accountability, listen, how come this man don't ever...
He won't be back on Red Supreme no more. He used Red Supreme and got Red Supreme caught up in the cookie jar. I know you're going to play that clip too.
Man, look, I got a whole separate thing for the Red Supreme situation.
Matter of fact, that ninja's on right now. Hold on 1 second.
Which one, Red?
Yeah, that ninja's on talking ish. Hold on, let me see something. It says the Officer Tatum, Ringo TV, FSU shooter, White Lives Matter rally. Oh my gosh, man.
He's still talking on that?
I ain't got time to play it.
Man, see that again. This is what I'm talking about, Rollo. This is what I'm talking about. These cowards prove to you that they're not men.
They're not.
Listen, y'all. All the calls, they want to chime on everything that Ringo puts out. Ringo said this. Ringo did this. They want to respond. But now that Ringo held the counter, they get silent. Same thing. New Zesty. He quiet right now. All that content I put out, he quiet.
Oh, Lord. Look what he just put out. Look what he just did. Look.
Oh. When is it? Oh, what? Basically now. See,
he's waiting on he's watching us. He's watching us. He ain't started. He's watching us.
This is crazy. So he gonna be doing this. Listen, y'all. Let me explain something to y'all about economics. Okay. First of all, this man is not college educated. Okay. He don't know what the hell he's talking about. This man also has not worked for any Fortune 500 companies. He has no credentials. This is what y'all gotta understand. Anyone talking about money, business, these things, just like I made the example about someone talking about the whole narcissist, like we could say mental health and those particular areas. Listen, y'all, I'm not as qualified as qualified can be when it comes to speaking on those things, but I do have a lot of support from doctors, counselors, therapists. I'm talking about these people got PhDs behind their names. They got masters behind their names. They have credentials. They have experience. They work. They understand what I say. They support what I say. They back me. I could literally have them come on the show and they'll be like, yes, I'm a so-and-so. Like literally their actual credentials. And yes, what he's saying is accurate. What he's saying is correct. This guy cannot do that. Okay. Number two, when it comes to economics, when it comes to finance, he has no qualifications in that area. So why is he speaking? He has no experience in that area. This man don't even have his own finances in order.
Correct.
How is he going to be talking about finances when his own finances are not even in order?
Facts.
Y'all, this ain't no game, right? Y'all gotta understand this. We're not playing here. Rollo said this earlier. We're not playing. Okay? When it comes to economics, I have the credentials. I have 2 degrees. 2 degrees.
Right.
Right? Listen, y'all, plus a gang of work experience in multiple industries. The trade war is not going to impact us like people think. Okay?
It's not. Facts.
And actually, in a long-term scenario, it's going to be better for us. Why is that so? Because of the changes, the shake up, break up, wake up, make up. It is forcing companies. This is what I was telling you. We have to evolve. Companies have to evolve. These content creators have to evolve. We can no longer be on that same tip. He's pushing that losing, doom and gloom tip. He just like the people, them homeless, like the women he made fun of. Look at these homeless women. I still got to do that stream. He's just like them because he's pushing it's going to be doom and gloom and this is where we got to go. Notice what he's talking about. Narcissism and doom and gloom. That's all that man, because that's all he faces. Listen, y'all, a person speaks on what they know about. A person speaks on and make content what they experience. That's all he experiences. He's not having real joy. He's not having real happiness. It's just all down with him. And it seems like the only time he even remotely happy is when he getting drunk. If you want to call that happiness. Y'all have nothing to be concerned with when it comes to this economy. Why? Because do you put your faith and trust in the economy? Do you put your faith and trust in the president? Do you put your faith and trust in your paycheck, in your job? Do you put your faith and trust in yourself? You got a lot of hypocrites in all these religious communities, online and offline, who put their faith and trust in their paycheck. They put their faith and trust in their job. They put their faith and trust in those other areas that I say, even these content creators. And if you do that, you're not putting your faith and trust in God. You're not trusting the God. So you're going to experience loss. You're going to experience hardship. You're going to experience all these negative things. Why? Because that's what New Demon does. Because New Demon is a demon and he put his faith and trust in Satan. Listen, y'all, Satan know the Bible better than most of us right now. Let me repeat that. Satan, Lucifer Morningstar, knows the Bible better than all of us. He was the head of worship in heaven. He was one of the head angels. See, confirmation. Rollo's phone said, doo-doo-doo. He was one of the head people in charge.
Yeah, I just ordered some stuff for confirmation. Yeah.
Look, confirmation. Here it is, New Demon up there talking about, oh, the trade war is gonna make stuff worse. And here it is, he just ordered some stuff. Look, guess what's on my screen? Speaking of ordering, let me show you what's on my screen right here. We'll share it. Or I'll share it so that way. Let's see, it's this one right here.
Supporting the drivers, man. I always support the drivers, man. Support the drivers, bring the stuff. Okay, let me share it right now.
Just for the sake, just so people can see. Y'all see this? I'm up here looking at, ready to jump in line to order the, and matter of fact, I got to get 2 of them.
Nice.
Why? Because I have to have one and my lady has to have one. My wife has to have one. That's what I do. Because we play together. We got 2 and 3 of everything. Y'all, we're blessed. Most people are gawking at the price of the Switch as it is. Oh, it's gonna be $500 if the Mario Kart is $450. Hey, like Nintendo, like the CEO said of Nintendo, they got the Switch 1 if you can't afford it. The problem is a lot of people are complaining because they're not getting their weight up. They're not moving their finances. You see what I'm saying? They're staying stuck. They're not doing what they have to do. And how do you move up? You put your faith in the Most High. Seek ye first, and all these things will be added unto you.
Add on to you. That's right.
Seek him and his kingdoms of righteousness, and all these things will be added. Y'all know the scripture. So back to like what I was saying earlier. And we don't have to keep this on the screen. I just kind of want to make a point. Like Rollo just ordered something. I got the Switch 2. I'm waiting for the pre-order. That's next week. That's next week, y'all. I'm going to be right there. I got to order 2 of them things. Because how we going to play Mario Kart? Well, we're going to be doing split screen. I mean, we can do it. We got the big screen TVs and all that stuff, all the high-end TVs, all the brands, Sony, Samsung, LG. You know, that's another thing. That's what I do.
Right.
But the point is, what I'm trying to say is that we are coming up. Other people are coming up. You're supposed to get your weight up. How do you get your weight up? You get your faith up. As you move in your faith in the Most High, He gonna move you up. He will elevate you. As you're being a good steward. Yeah, I do want to know what's so funny. As you're being a good steward, right? You'll be trusted with more. You will have increase. So guess what? Even though prices of things go up, your money going up.
That's right.
So you don't feel it. Sure, it is going up if you want to get technical, but so is your money. So is your opportunities. Your territory is being enlarged. Right? You're expanding. And that's what this is about. These guys like New Demon is just putting out how it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. You're losing, you're losing. No, the wicked people are losing because their time of leadership is done.
It's up. It's up. That's right. Done.
They're falling. And what we're seeing is when you see stuff take place in the economy, like they say, oh, things are costing more in the economy and it's making it harder. That's a part of the manifestation of the fall of the wicked.
This next demon. Let's expose this next demon. Let's go to the next one. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Let's show y'all who it is.
And beat fire, too. Oh, cool. Here we go. 15. You know what? Why do they all have the same content within the same time, but they not associated with each other? They're not copying off of each other? Look, this is proof. New Demon is copying off of Baba Rashan.
They're all in cahoots. Look at this.
Wow. This is crazy. Look, and what he's trying to do is he's trying to start a race war.
Mm-hmm.
Because what he's trying to do is he's trying to make you think that white, oh my gosh. He's trying to make you think that, oh, you know, they talking about white folks and white lives matter and all this white stuff we got to support. Listen, y'all, it's not about supporting somebody, whether they white or black or whatever. It's about supporting the right thing.
That's right. That's
Listen,
what it's
y'all,
about.
do you think out here, look, in your neighborhood, if you got neighbors, for those of you in apartments, wherever you live, right? If you got neighbors, whether they white or black or whatever other ethnicity, right? The ones that's doing good, the ones that's being neighborly, the ones that's not breaking any laws, any rules, they're not disturbing you, they're not banging, they're not loitering, they ain't doing nothing crazy, right? Those are the type of neighbors that people want. But the ones that are causing problems, bringing the value down, discouraging people from want to come around, making like et cetera, those are the neighbors you don't want. The ones that are banging, making noise, just being crazy. You don't want that. They smoking right in front of your door. They even staying at your door. They on another floor, but yet they smoking at your door. You know, stuff like that. You don't want that, right? Well, these content creators are doing the same thing. They're pushing all of this chaos and they're trying to keep people brainwashed into chaos. They're trying to keep people brainwashed into doom and gloom. Why? Because that's all that they experience and that's all that they know. They don't experience righteousness. It's fake. They experience nothing but wickedness, nothing but loss. Why they're like, hey, everything is great. No, it's not. You don't have peace. You don't have joy. Like those are the things that Rollo had and still does have. That's why he was able to get through his situation. That's the type of situation people unalive themselves with, like he was saying earlier.
So this person don't want to respond to the question.
Yep.
What happened with this individual? We're not saying the name. He did something on Ringo's platform. I don't know nothing about this.
I don't know. Let me tell you something. This individual, the way that they moving, it's not mentally sound. There's a lot of mental instability, which equates to other things, even spiritually. It's too much back and forth. It's like different personalities. It's
they got remove the person. Remove the person, moderator. I want that person out of here. It's the ultimate disrespect.
Because if y'all don't do it, I will. And you know what's funny? My platform's the last one that's open. So when I see it, I'm going to end up doing that too. Because it's just certain type of, what is this? Oh, okay. There's something else that just popped up. You know, I'm looking at video from one of my boys. But anyway, there's just too much flip-flopping, too much back and forth. You know, that's that effeminate spirit. That's that Jezebel spirit. See, that's why we call him New Zesty, man. I know we talking about somebody in the chat, but this is also why I call New Zesty, because he got the Jezebel spirit, because he flip-flop. Y'all notice how I've been standing on business. I've been standing on the same damn thing this whole time. Man, Brainwaves keep talking about Nubreed. Damn right, I'm standing on it. I'm holding him accountable. I have not flip-flopped with it. I have not wavered. The other topics that I'm talking about, I stand on. I don't flip-flop. I'm a man. I stand straight and I stand strong.
That's right.
This guy flip-flops. He changes too. 1 minute he crash out. Next minute he take the video down. 1 minute he say this. Then he put it to members only. 1 minute he go this way. Then he hide this. 1 minute he talking this way like he big and tough. Then he want to act like it's not going on. Mental instability. Too much flip-flopping. That's that Jezebel spirit. That's why that guy always focused on that when he talk about me. Because he's the one with the spirit. That's what demons do. They want to jump on you. I'm not receiving nothing he says. That's what demons do. They want to jump on you. They want to possess you. So these guys out here are trying to go around and put narratives on all of us, trying to call Ringo a child. You know what? Trying to call Rollo that he got mental. You know what? Trying to say that I got the broke wrist syndrome. That I'm doing, you know, abracadabras. All that stuff. I don't receive none of that. We ain't receiving that. That just like a package, return to sender. Boom. I ain't trying to make no phone calls and, hey, you know this. No, return to sender. Let the postal service, let UPS, let them, the shipping services deal with it. That ain't my responsibility. It's not ours. And that's what those guys be trying to put on us. They try to cast that on us and then get their whole coven, which is their followers, to cast that on us, to do seances. That's what they doing. They're all chanting. Man, if I break these videos down, they're all chanting in the live chat together. Yes, they're like this. Yes, they're laughing and chanting. That's just like doing, man, that's witchcraft. We don't do none of that in our chat. None of that type of stuff take place in our chats. But over there on their platforms, that's what they do. That's what they do. They're engaging in witchcraft in real time. Y'all, listen, we in 2025. Y'all got to start getting with the program. Y'all got to evolve your mindset. My name is Brainwaves. My job is to get you to think. If anybody can get you to think, it's me. My name is Brainwaves. If anybody's going to stimulate your brainwaves, it's me. So guess what? In 2025, y'all got to get off of the old school ways of how they did seances and they do all they witchcraft, demonic ceremonies and crap. You got to get off of that. Yes, that is one way to do it. That's old school. It's 2025, man. Y'all got to modernize this stuff. Y'all got to fast forward and get futuristic. We got these future warlocks right now. They doing stuff in a total different way. That's what they got going on right in your face, and you don't see it. Why? Because you're under the spells, you're under the illusions. But look, for those of you that see it, watch it. Y'all see exactly what we're talking about. And then they want you to be broke so that they can have power over you. Let me tell you this. If you're benefiting financially, economically, let's say economically, right? If you're benefiting from economics, then that must mean that you're doing something righteous. You must be following something in business. You must be conducting your affairs appropriately in order for you to get awarded certain things, to get certain opportunities, to stay in certain things, to certain opportunities. You must be good stewards, right? You obviously must.
Why is this person still here? How is this person still here? Hold on.
Let me check.
Hold on. I'm out of here. One second, y'all. 1 second. Got some delivery messages. Hold on.
Because he's not in the actual chat. He's still here on the platform, Rollo.
So he can still write, even though he's removed?
It's like behind the scenes. Because he's not in the actual chat, like on YouTube.
So Restream could show you that they can still write.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check something real quick then.
Yeah, he's definitely not in the actual stream that the public will see.
Yeah. Okay, you block him?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, he's gone. Corey did it.
Just know that with all due respect, we see what you're saying, but if you want to get my attention, I gotta support, because I know your support. I know who support. It's just that we serious about this, man. All right, he's out of here. That's all that matters. I want him out of here.
He's gone. See,
whatever he disrespect her. I'm glad she removed him. Trending with Sharice don't play that.
that's crazy, man. Yeah, trending the wrong one, man. Y'all don't want to piss off trending. Trending will go there.
It's crazy, man.
It is. So look, y'all, when somebody's benefiting economically, because he tried to interrupt, this is what I'm talking about. They be disruptive. You mentioned that earlier, Rollo. I overheard you saying that. They be disruptive. Yeah. Listen, y'all, we ain't tolerating no disruption in our chats. That's just like a classroom, like Ringo says. You in class right now. We don't tolerate disruption. You're going to go to the administrators. That's how this works. If you don't think you're disruptive, you're going to find out the hard way. Now, with the economics, right? Wait, hold up.
This is crazy.
This is wild.
Restream allow you to see it.
But look, it popped back up again. Hold on. Look at this, man.
What?
Let's see if I can get down here. If it'll be down.
Yeah, I see it. Is it blocked? Is he fully blocked? Oh, they timing him out. What's going on?
I don't know, but I just blocked him.
Hide the user.
I just did.
Okay.
You see it? I know it's kind of blurry because of the light.
I see you hide him. I know that. Corey, don't time him out.
Yeah, block
hide them.
Yeah, we get completely rid of them. Because
hide. Do you know how to? I know you know how to time people out. Hide them. There's an option. You can hide them. Go ahead, man.
Because, man, when I go live in a few minutes, after this, they're gonna be on my platform because the gates are open on my platform. Mm-hmm. I haven't actually done it, but I'm gonna do it today. The point that I was making is that when you see people benefiting economically, especially in times like this, right? Let's just use the climate, the current economic climate. Times like this, you see people benefiting, right? You got to stop and think, why are they able to either maintain? Why are they having, more importantly, let's say this, why are they able to have increase at a time where other people are having a decrease, right? Why are they experiencing an increase? That's because they're following biblical principles, whether they follow the Bible or not, whether they believe in the Bible or not. Okay, sometimes people don't realize that just what they're doing is more in alignment with scripture. This just, again, not to say that somebody doesn't, but that's what they're doing. When I say doesn't mean that they don't believe in God and believe in the Most High, but I'm saying there are people out there that just may not, but they're following what the scripture says. So they're benefiting economically. You see? Now, you got a lot of people that are wicked. They're lazy. How many people on their job want to take time off? They tired of their job. They want to just move. They don't want to work. They don't want to grind. Look, y'all, we get insulted when we make videos for hours and hours and hours. You got these same lazy ass content creators who sit up there. They be making videos for hours, one of which I'm talking like right now. But this guy can't make no videos for hours. And then when he do make videos for hours, it's okay. Look, y'all, we put in work all the time. We put in work all the time. Like all the time. Right? All the time we be putting in work. Okay? And we get insulted for that. But it's those that put in work, you get a reward for that. The Most High rewards you for your work. He rewards you for your
Remove him out of here. Get him out of here.
Already done, Rollo.
It's another one of him.
Already done. It's already done, Rollo. Listen, people are benefiting right now when other people aren't. Why is that? Because the majority of people align themselves with the ways of this world.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people also align themselves with what they believe is righteousness. You know, the so-called leaders, these content creators like New Zesty and these Red Supremes and Elder Baba Rashans, and the list goes on. All these people, Pastor Dow. I mean, we can go through the list. Y'all know who we talking about, right? All these people are just deceiving people, making them think that it's righteousness, but it's wickedness. And they're being rewarded for deceiving people. So what's happening is a lot of people say, hey, I'm doing the righteous thing because I support these people and I'm following this way, but you're attached to wickedness. See, those people are your head. You are allowing those people to lead you. They're telling you what to do. They're telling you who to listen to. They're telling you how to operate. So they are your head, not the Most High, not Christ. They are your head, not these holy scriptures. These content creators, these pastors are your head. And guess what happens? The body is subject to what the head determines. The head make the decisions, right? And the body got to follow. And that's how all y'all do. As soon as these content creators issue a decree, they say this, they say that, guess what happened? All of y'all follow. When we sit up here on our platform, we teach everybody to be heads, to be leaders, to make decisions.
That's right.
We don't have y'all following us.
That's right.
Sure, y'all come through and support. Support and following is two different things. Right? So what I'm trying to say is that that's why we're benefiting economically. Even with all the stuff that they trying to do to hold us back.
Right.
Ain't that crazy? But yet, those guys are the ones that's stuck. They're struggling. They're barely holding on because they're wicked. They're being isolated. See, the Most High is freezing them. They are frozen out. We're still moving. We're still traveling. You see movement with us economically. We're making moves. Those guys are stuck.
Yep, facts.
Come on now. That's what they want you to believe because they're stuck. They want you to fall into that because here's what happens. If you make moves and you start moving economically or moving further economically, right? And then you listen to the content that they put out, you're going to be like, wait a minute now. Wait a minute, mother. Like they be saying on the song. Wait a minute, mother.
Yep.
You're going to be like, that doesn't match. I'm moving here economically and people that I know, we're moving. So why are they saying that? They don't want y'all to see who they really are. So what they got to do is keep you broke, busted, and disgusted, as they say, so they can stay on top. Their greatest fear is losing all their followers. Look, Rollo already went through loss. He been there, done that, lost followers, lost support. Here he is. Ringo has gone through this. Lost a lot of support. Here he is. I've lost a lot of support. That's why you see my numbers sitting the same thing. How big is this channel? It's sitting right there at the same size. Because people come, people go. It's like I'm swapping people out. It's like
they come in and out, man. It's crazy, man. I was at 24, quote unquote, 4, and then they did what they did, and then they come back. I'm like, yo, these people weird, man. I don't even pay attention. I try not to pay attention to that, man, no more. A lot of people say, man, all these videos you did, you should have been at a certain amount of subscribers. Look, at the end of the day, I see what they're doing to Ringo, and he has a large following. He should have been at 1 million subscribers by now. The point is, it's not how many people follow you, it's the support. The people that believe in you. That's who I only deal with. I don't want to hear no excuses. The days of, especially coming from men. Because honestly, we only seen what, Rizzy Israela? Yo, brainwaves, watch this. Normally it'd be a lot of women. Watch what I'm about to tell y'all. The women are traveling.
That's facts.
Brainwaves on a Sunday. Bro, I went out last night. at a certain location. I showed the part when I was drinking my liquor. The amount of women I saw at that place, I said, "Oh my goodness, man!" I said, "Lord have mercy on me." It was serious. They was loose. They was with their husbands, or they was with their children, or family gathering, whatever the case. They was pulling up. Different ethnicities, even some of our women, they was pulling up and they was making moves. The dudes didn't know what to do. I'm literally by myself watching everything. The women were more engaging of what they needed to get done. The guys, it doesn't matter the culture. They was just sitting back. I'm like, what the heck is, yo, man, these ladies are making moves, man. It's like the women are more ready to travel and go out than the men are. What's going on with this?
See, I'm gonna tell you what it is. And I saw the same thing at the fundraising event I was at yesterday. It was like all the women making moves, and the guys was, like I said, it's only a handful. Like the guy, look, let me. I'm gonna say this, and I know Rollo's gonna agree. The guys that are making moves, it's blatantly obvious. Like you don't even have. You could just, with your eyes closed, you could see. Yep.
Yeah.
Like it's obvious, but outside of them, the rest of the guys looking clueless and lost. I'm gonna explain what's going on. All right. Now I talked a lot about this before, but this guy on here don't understand what I was talking about spiritually. Okay. There's a lot where women have been done wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This even go back to Mary Magdalene days. There was a lot with her interaction with Jesus or with Christ, however you want to refer to it. Y'all know what I'm talking about,
right?
And Peter saw that interaction, that one-on-one relationship that Christ had with Mary Magdalene, and he was hating on that. So what he did was he jumped in the midst of that to interrupt that interaction and then take control. So what has happened is it's been this, like these so-called leaders in the community, they're not leading the right way. And what's been happening is these guys been keeping women oppressed for years and years and years, centuries and centuries, millennia. You got a lot of these guys in the Hebrew Israelite community, for instance, that only want to practice polygyny to basically make women a slave. You think a damn woman want to be a slave? It's just like how the Most High want us to cheerfully have a relationship with him, cheerfully give, cheerfully be about this kingdom business, right? The same thing. You're supposed to have a wife or wives that want to cheerfully be for you, not out of obligation. I got to do this, right? They should be inspired because my husband is moving this way. My husband is this, he's that. He doesn't treat me this way, etc., right? The women been hollering this for I don't know how long. They be like, when we be like, there's no good women out there. There's no good men out there in the same breath. Look at all these wicked leaders in the community, and then these wicked leaders are making carbon copies of themselves. So all they thousands and millions of followers are going to be wicked just like them. They're going to be brainwashed. So then the women are like, damn, I thought this brother was like this. Boom, they get the seed. Then they get the seed. And what happens is the Most High sees through all of this, and he knows. So what is happening, whether you like it or not, whether we're talking about wicked women or not, women across the board are winning now.
They are.
Because the scales have to be balanced. Isn't this crazy that
Speaking about a woman, there's this one right now coming. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right. It's crazy because women right now are winning economically. Women right now are able to travel and move. Women right now, they are following scripture more. Women, even in our communities, they support more. When y'all look at who be hitting the Cash App more, who be hitting the PayPal more, who be hitting the Venmo more, who be hitting the Super Chat more, it's the ladies. Who be sharing the content more, it's the ladies. There are fellas that get it in. We're not talking about you fellas, right? You are a part of the fellas, like I mentioned earlier. Y'all doing it. But the majority of it is the women. It's the women. Because they are being responsible. They're being just. And a lot of the men are running around being wicked. So the Most High is balancing the scales. Because we have improperly led and we have improperly messed everything up. So now, again, that's getting transferred. Again, the wealth of the heathen gets transported to the just. So what's happening is you're seeing women win, and what it's supposed to do is supposed to inspire men to be like, wait a minute, these women ain't supposed to be winning like this. It's supposed to have men get right and do what they're supposed to do to restore the natural order of things. But do you see these guys stepping up like that? No. Do you actually see these guys, with the exception of the handful of us, stepping up? No. We're talking about the majority. Nah, the guys sit back where the women getting it. Let me just sit back. Let me let them get it. Let me just grab onto their coattails. Let me hold on to the women. Let me ride off the women. Like this guy that's on the thumbnail. He's one of them. He be riding off of women, trying to act like he's the man. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. So that's what we're seeing. The women will continue to get it until us men step up and do what we got to do. I told y'all, everything is changing. The shake up, break up, wake up, make up. It's not allowed for men to just continue to be lazy, continue to be wicked, and think they just gonna get it.
Exactly.
Come on now. It's right in your faces. And those wicked guys can't stand it. They don't like it. What's up, Hassan? They don't like it. So they're upset by that. They're upset by that. But you know what? That's their issue, because they're not moving right. See, all the righteous men that's moving right, we ain't upset by it. We know what it is. Seeing women do that, that don't get me out of my frame. Listen, y'all, I'm a masculine ass man. Seeing women win does not get me out of my frame. It does not make me any less masculine. Seeing a woman that got more money than me does not move me. That doesn't disturb me. You know how many women out there are millionaires and billionaires? That don't disturb me.
Facts.
I'm not disturbed by that. I'm happy for that.
They got to do what they got to do. I ain't holding it against them.
Exactly. That's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing. You don't know what these women are dealing with, what they overcame, what they're representing as it is in their family. You know what I'm saying? They got to take that leadership role, because a lot of the guys dropped the ball, like I've been saying. So they the ones that's doing right until there's another guy that know what it is and get it, et cetera, and then she can fall back. And see, that's why those women don't interact with those guys that way. That's why they're not submissive with those guys, because those guys ain't qualified for them type of women to submit to you. That's why those women don't want to get with these guys. That's why they don't want y'all. That's why they out here getting it right now. But yet you got this new non-economics, new bro up here pushing the video talking about it's only going to get worse. But then yet Rollo telling you about how the women win it. We telling you about how women win. People are still winning. Ain't nothing changed, man. God is the same yesterday as he is today. Why is it going to change all of a sudden just because of some economic stuff? The Bible tells you to not be blowing like the wind. Every time a doctrine comes out of this and that, you blowing. Okay, so every time there's an economic move, look, stocks go up, stocks go down. The economy goes up, the economy go down. It breathes, it lives. Why? Because it's based upon our actual breathing, the work that we putting in, the moves that we make. This thing, so it's going to expand at times. Sometimes it's going to shrink. You're making moves, you're making adjustments. Just like you make adjustments with your breathing at times.
Hold on, the other person is here now. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm telling you, man. And these guys do not know what they're talking about. When they make their videos, they need to stick to religious topics. This is what the people need to do. They need to stick to religious topics, because they're not qualified to talk about economics. What have they actually done financially and economically for the community? Where are their credentials? What companies have they worked for? What companies have they built? What companies have they helped? What companies have they advised? Have they given any advisement? Look, y'all, I have given a lot of companies advisement on what to do with their finances, where to go, et cetera, moves they need to make, people they need to hire, fire, all types of stuff. Come on now, stop playing with me. These guys are not qualified. They don't make those type of moves, but yet they want to be up here giving you economic advice like they actually qualify. Listen, Rollo made the moves. He making the moves. We try to tell you, we got the moves. We're making the moves. There's other brothers and sisters out there that's making the moves. Those are the type of people you need to listen to. You don't need to be listening to somebody that don't know. Stick to them damn religious topics that y'all on. Y'all can't even do that right. It's crazy, man.
Yep.
It's crazy, man.
JP, you really paying attention too much to that.
I know, right? For real.
Everybody wants to know if the fan works, right? We have a troll in here wants to know if the fan works. So let's do this. Since I have my AC installation going to do, oh, the fan don't work. What does it do?
What? What? Is it getting faster? What? Hey, Rollo, is your fan wobbling like it's about to fall?
Listen. They don't even see the AC installation costs more than the most households out here, man. This is crazy, man. Let me stop it.
Your fan's not wobbling? It's not about to fall? You have a light that
That
works?
fan costs a lot more than they pockets.
I'm about to say they paycheck.
Yeah.
Man, them Leaf fans ain't cheap, man.
I had to get me some new soap. You know what I'm saying? I got to stock on that.
Wait, Rob. Oh, I can't.
I had to stock on some more soap.
Got some new soap.
We know certain people don't use their money correctly.
You know, we done messed ourselves up when we say new whatever, man. Because you was like, I got some new soap.
This costs a lot too.
Oh, snap.
Especially,
hey, delivery costs money too.
yeah.
Come on now.
Then you got a tip.
Exactly. And look, and that's the funny thing. Every time I tip to the max.
Yeah.
Like, unless it gotta be like bad, right? But I tip to the max. It's like sometimes, you know, you look at the tip, you like, should I do? I'm like, man, just go ahead and tip to boom, max tip. Get that whatever 25, 30, whatever the percentage is, it giving or sometimes I just do custom. But if I'm trying to, like, I'm in a rush, I just max tip every time. Max tip, max tip, max tip. Why? Because when you give to other people, it comes back to you. It comes back to you and you don't realize it. Maybe somebody might max tip me here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thinking about it like that, but
yeah, me neither.
You give and it will be given back to you. You reap what you sow. These guys not giving nothing. Think about it. They don't get nothing to their audience. They don't get nothing to people. All they do is take. They're cancers to society. That's why these women are like, they tired of dealing. That's why these women are winning. You know why these women are winning? Because they out with their girls. They done cut these toxic ass men off. And if they do have a man or have men in their lives, they got righteous men. They got men that's going to support them and help them to grow. That's going to protect them. That's what a man's supposed to do. A man's supposed to protect women, not abuse women, not use them. Talking about bitch get in here and do like that's all that wicked shit. That's what they on that wicked tip. That's how they move. You heard New Demon. Ringo played the clips. He up there calling women bitches. Yeah, that bitch over there. So you calling Lovely T a bitch? You covering all these women. You like this the type covering the other like this how you refer to women? And then you wonder why women don't want to be bothered with men. They tired of that.
Yeah, they are.
They tired of these wicked brokies. That's why Lotto made the song Brokey. She ain't trying listen, y'all, even the dang wicked women know better. Look, the wicked women know better. Ain't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, J to the P is right. He says tip to the max for drivers always, especially when you work that field. Good point. I worked that field. I done delivery. I've done all time. I used to deliver for Pizza Hut as well. I done like y'all be surprised at the jobs that I've had and the careers that I've worked in and the things that I've done. I know what it's like. I've been there. So I didn't have people support me at the time. I support them. I'm blessed enough to have the resources. Why not? It ain't nothing but a couple more dollars. It ain't like it's the same price or whatever it is that you pay for. It just be a little bit more. And then unless they just flat out horrible. I mean, I understand it. If it's just something that's just straight up bad, you know, that's a different story. But if they're decent, like the normal scenario, they good, tip them. Come on, these guys, I guarantee you, new broke over there be telling you, and so when you receive delivery because of the trade war and the prices going up, you can't tip people. No, they want you to retract their money because they got the broke mindset. They don't have the abundance mindset. This is a time to get it. Everything
Also spinning. Hold on, I pressed the wrong button. Oh.
It's all good. We just got to show them that the fan work. Rollo doesn't have AC. Rollo's fan doesn't work. Rollo's in the seat. Look at all the damn haterade. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, but that's just about to stop now. They don't even see the installation. That costs a lot of money to install AC there.
Facts.
All over this thing, all over the wall. That's about 200,000, maybe more.
Easy. Especially in climates like Florida.
Yeah.
Man, they don't even understand that. maybe they on that day.
They say I'm in a homeless place, but I'm in a mansion. I'm in a shed, right? But I already saw I got 7 rooms here, so I'm in a shed, but I got 7 rooms here, right? I got people staying here, but I'm in a shed.
Man, you can't. These again, they got broke. They got broke mindset. They just have broke mindset. We have the abundant mindset. Like, y'all, don't listen to none of that stuff. Like, you can see it. You could be aware of, oh, okay, they just changed that, da-da-da. Make moves, man. Look at what these companies and businesses doing.
They move. They jealous of
the fan got to keep moving just to rub it in, man. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We all did it. And that's the point. Look, what J to the P is talking about is he wasn't lazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is what y'all gotta understand. JP is not lazy, right? Rollo's not lazy. Ringo's not lazy. I'm not lazy. Look, y'all, I'm gonna spend damn near my whole Sunday working on content. I'm here. I got my content to do. I got other content on the other channel to do. Don't you think I'm supposed to be kicking and having fun, spending time with my family? That's taking time for me, spending relaxing time with my family. I'm on the grind 7 days a week. We work 7 days a week.
Yeah.
The Sabbath is only during the evening. So you can still work Friday and you can still work Saturday.
I might go watch the game, the Magic in Boston. I might go down. It's gonna be packed.
Yeah, it's gonna be definitely packed, especially today.
Oh, the movie Sinister came out? I've heard the movie Sinister came out. Is it true? Let me see. What day Sinister came out with Michael B. Jordan?
I think it is out. Yeah, somebody said they saw it.
No, it's Sinister 2, right? It has to be Sinister 2. Yeah, hold on. No, it comes out August 21st. No, what Sinister we on? Is it 3?
Wait a minute.
Somebody let me. Sinister 2 came out August 21st, 2015. It gotta be 3. Let me see. There's so many Sinister movies. It hasn't been released.
Let me see something here.
Wait a minute.
Let me see something here.
What's going on? Yeah, find out. Because my phone's is charging. I'll eat this after I'm done talking.
It says it hits theater. Wait a minute, let me see. Hold on.
Oh, it has reviewers out? Oh. Okay, let me see something on YouTube.
It's showing locally at the Prietania, the
It's out?
Theater, and AMC theaters.
The movie's out?
Yeah, because this article's dated April the 17th. Let me actually go to the movie. Hold on, let me pull up the actual movie theater thing. Let me do this real quick.
So why is Michael B. Jordan is in the new one? I must be doing something wrong. I'm putting Sinister
It's
that
Sinners.
came out. It's Sinners. Oh, that's why I did wrong.
Here it is. Yeah, it's out. Look.
Hold on. Let me do it. Let me go to the movies. That means
I got it already up. If you
if somebody hit that cash app, hit that cash app, I could go see the movie today. I could go see it today. Who want me to go see it? Hit the cash app. They're gonna be like, why are you asking your supporters to hit the cash app? Because I'm gonna break it down with them in real time. Nah, I can't. You know, I can't record, but I could break it down. Because this could be talking about Jacob and Esau. That's why I want to see it. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's see. Send us the movie near me. Okay, what time is it? 2:05, 4:05.
see, you could make there's a 3 o'clock time here, 3:15, 4:15, 5:15, and 6:37. It's like every 30 minutes, every hour, every 30 minutes from now.
I have to take a cab or a bus there. Yep, because it's not near me. Yeah. Damn, it's so much to do. I know it's gonna be a lot of our people there. It's gonna be a lot of sisters there, man. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, look, and look, and even though listen, and even though I
Yeah.
know people we don't celebrate the pagan holidays. You know, I got a preface with this. We don't celebrate the pagan holidays. However, it's still Easter and the weather's nice. So it's gonna be a lot of people out.
At that theater, man.
Man, it's gonna be a lot of people. And a movie like this too. Ooh-wee. Telling you, man, because this is the funny thing about it. You know, folks like, oh, we don't celebrate the pagan holidays, and I get it, but it's like life still goes on, right? So it's not like because it's a holiday that you can't go out into society. You know, it's like, okay, it's a holiday, I gotta stay like this. I'm on a ball and chain. I'm stuck. If you need to go to the store, you gotta go to the store. If you had plans to go somewhere fun, you going somewhere fun. It ain't gonna change just because like people be getting too religious, man. Like it's stupid. Like, so what does this mean? Because today is Easter. That if you go out, or
it was great to see yesterday. I know if I go to that movie theater, for those on members only, I know that movie theater I went to. It has a go kart, it has a pool table, it has the bar, it has everything. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I'm thinking about taking the bus there and then I'll take the cab back. I'll figure it out. I might go see it today. Oh, probably I could see it in Georgia. But then again, it's like,
yeah,
that's I could do that. Yeah, I could experience it there because you could tell me about the movie theater I could go to.
yeah. This is crazy, man.
Yeah, because I know y'all got a few of them that's off the chain, man. Y'all got a bowling alley and stuff like that. So
I got one of them on the screen.
yeah. Well, we ain't gonna show the location. We ain't gonna give no people no ideas. Yeah.
I tell you, man. I gotta look. Speaking of looking, I gotta do something real quick.
You and your wife gonna go see it and the kids?
Yeah, we gonna I gotta look at this.
Yeah, this is between Jacob and Esau, y'all. So I got to see this.
This guy can't even talk. He can't even type the title.
Who? Nubreed?
Yeah.
This will make sure you screenshot. Let me see. I know I missed something.
I got it on mute. Okay, I got it on mute. Just put it on the screen so y'all can see it.
Hold on, let me.
Look at the title, man. Y'all can look at the title. I want y'all to read the title in the chat and tell me what you see that's wrong. And it's not like the first time. Pay attention to the title. We need crowd participation. Y'all let us know if you see what's wrong in the title.
Oh, man.
Wow, capitalism causes sin. This is crazy, man. And the way he's talking is so like, look, let me break this down, y'all. America's been experiencing some hardships. And if you want to get technical, let's talk about what America hasn't been doing anyway. See, for years, there are certain things that America could be doing that has nothing to do with another country, right?
Mhm.
And yet, for whatever reason, America hasn't done it. Now, do you think that this individual has talked about that? No. Why? Because it's boring. Why? Because he doesn't get involved with it. Why? Because he's not really about helping the people. What he's doing right now is he's trying to capitalize off of stuff that everybody, did you hear about China? Thank you, J.D. Mosley. J.D. Mosley got it. He spelled experience. Experience wrong.
Yep.
See, this guy, it's a joke to me.
I got screenshot it. Screenshot it, man. It's on your phone.
Yeah, let me.
Oh, man, this is crazy. Oh, my goodness.
Let me see if I could. I'm gonna do it multiple
I'm
ways.
gonna remove his thing now.
All right, so I got it. I got it multiple ways.
Oh, man.
Listen, the broke people, the wicked people. Let me just say this: the wicked are about to experience a lot of hardship. Why? Because the wicked have scammed. The wicked have taken advantage of people and they capitalize. When you got that idiot in his live chat talking about capitalism, it influences or it leads to sin. No, it's wickedness that leads to sin. It's not capitalism. Stop trying to scapegoat and pass it off to something. It's sin. Flat out sin leads to more sin.
Yep.
That's what it is. It's not capitalism. It's sin.
Facts.
Come on, man. Stop trying to intertwine and pass it on. It's wicked people. People who only doing things for wicked. Just like a lot of like these leaders. They wicked. This guy is wicked. He covering this story, so he thinking he gonna get views because everybody's talking about China. Everybody's talking about the U.S. They talking about the terrorists. So he figured he gonna jump on subjects. Why is it that Nubreed only jump on subjects that are either known to have like big visibility, or he only talks about so-called big names in the community? Because he's a rod rider. He's a pipe rider.
Yeah.
Because that's why he's New Zesty. See, he jumps on pipes to ride. He jump on anybody else's pipe and he be big up in them, thinking that he gonna gaslight them and they gonna give him whatever he want. That's the same type of ish that women do. Women are known to do that. What are women known to do? They known to sleep with guys. They known to like big up guys, do whatever it is to get his money, take his resources, do whatever it is they can get out of that guy.
Right,
That's the female ish. That's that zesty ish. And that's what this guy does. He jumping on subjects and stories. Only the big ones. Look, you know your boy, I saw him again, I forgot his name already. The young man, the 13-year-old who became Secret Service, law enforcement.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it popped up again today with him. I saw the article. I might actually still have it here on my phone. It popped up again today talking about him, something great, like positive moves. I saw it again. Like it popped up. I wasn't even looking for it. It just popped up.
Did he get the thing from the astronauts?
I think so. I think so. Like it popped up. I'm looking on my phone. I'm gonna look on the computer. But it's just the point, man.
Yeah.
This guy over here riding pipes of big stories. He riding pipes of so-called big names, and that's all he do. Because he's out to get whatever he can off him. He has the Jezebel spirit. See, when I call him New Zesty, it's for reasons. Reasons
Right.
that y'all can watch and see. You're like, well, damn, I guess Brainwave's got a point there. Let me go look and see if what Brainwaves is saying is accurate. Fact check me. It's the only time he name drop.
Right.
That's the only time he make moves. That's the only time he covers stories. And then he got going around saying, man, they don't want to let this get views. When you talk about stuff like this, what are you talking about? You ain't talking about nothing different. It's nothing worth getting views. That's why he had, 800 something people in there. Anytime you talk about doom and gloom, everybody come out. But nobody's supporting.
Nobody's supporting it, yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Well, we're going to close it out here. So Brainwave's got everything set up. So I'll see you over there. I'm going to eat some food, relax. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all go over there, subscribe to his channel. This is Brown Royalty to the people, we the business. Catch you on the next one, y'all. See y'all over by Brainwave's Advice Topics, LLC. All right, y'all. Peace. And thank you, Fiverr Studio, for the support. You know, with the giving people membership and also supporting the Cash App.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you on the next one, y'all. Rizzy Israel, good to see you as well, everybody.